here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay, it hasn't come out with a trailer yet, but it will in 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Let's go. So we're gonna be here for it live. I can't wait for this. It's gonna be live. We're gonna be here for it live. So thanks for coming, because this is all happening in real time. I've waited a year for this. I'm so excited to see this. I'm just gonna go over here. Yeah, we starting this early. Let's go. Hold on, clip music is on. Oopsie. Okay. And then we're gonna have window capture on. Alright. 2 minutes time, baby. Let's go. Early emote subs are here. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What does this say? Shortly after the premiere, we'll be playing Chapter 1 on the team to celebrate the anniversary. Oh, let's go. That's cool. I'm probably going to be spending all my time in, like, analyzing, though. But, like, let's freaking go. I am so ready for this. Will they show the skunk? I wonder, are we finally going to see Salem? Oh. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Let's Indigo! I'm gonna keep it like here. I'm gonna keep like my layout like this, so that you can see the whole trailer and then you can see me at the same time. Can everyone hear everything okay? Is this good volume levels? Yes? Yes? Okay? Okay. Cool. Okay, brilliant. Yeah, probably more of Finley, because Chapter 1 ends into his exhibit. Okay, perfect. It's 9 o'clock! It's officially 9 p.m. Give it to us, give it to us, give it to us, give it to us. Come on. Give it to us. 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 Oh! 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 Here we go. Countdown, countdown. We have another minute. We have another minute. But it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Oh, I'm so excited to see what's here. I think it's really funny that I don't usually stream, like, Nintendo Directs or like, PlayStation Directs or anything, but I made sure I was going to stream this. This is important, you know? Very important. It already has 1.8k likes. Yes, let's Indigo! You should have told me. I told everyone at once. I tried to be informative. I tried to be informative. It was, we didn't get a time until earlier today, so. Is that family's? Oh my god, Oceanic Odyssey looks great. Look at it! Wow. Oh, we see, oh. Wait, so this was kind of like an actual aquarium exhibit with real animals and otters? Are we gonna see otters? Oh my... Finley, my man! He had such a glow up! He got such a glow up! He looks so much better than he did in the first chapter. Oh my god. I guess that's it. Oh my god, okay. Let's crack this open. Okay. Let's look back. Let's look back at this. What have we got here? Okay. So I couldn't help notice that we've got a diver suit here. So I wonder, is that a replica, or is that like a real, a real diver? Like a real diver suit. It seems to be sort of akin to an actual aquarium, so I'm getting the vibe that there were actual marine animals in this. Oh gosh, what have we got here? Yeah, I'm trying to look at everything. That's in it's in HD? It's in HD. Okay. Yeah, just checking, just making sure. Seems we see a rambly head over here in a clam, and if that's the size of the door, this place must be feckin' massive. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, the graphical upgrade is insane. Like, it's amazing what a year can do. Like, it only came out a year ago. I see as well over here. We do have a new render of the Indigo gang over here. I don't think I've ever seen this render before. This looks adorable. And Salem is in it. Salem is in it. That's nice to see. Salem is in this. Is that the old poster? It might be, because I don't think we've ever seen a render with all of them in it before. And I can just about see a Molly McCaw standee here, and I think there was a Lloyd one over here. Yep, I can see him. Yeah, what else have we got up here? I'm not sure what this is. It's just, is that a window, or is it a blue screen? Yeah. So it seems that there's Indigo Wildlife Initiative. Seems there were penguins here at one stage as well. Lloyd with a tuxedo. Where's he going in that tuxedo? He's looking real dapper. And looks like, yeah, this is a river otter enclosure. I suspect there may be a section where we have to use the diving suit to access something in the water and avoid Finley. Yeah, I'd say it's probably gonna be... They're probably going to utilize that. I'm going to full screen this so I can have a better look here for myself. Because, yeah, it seems... So, I think this here, this is confirmation here. I remember last time when we played chapter 1, a lot of us were sort of we were speculating, like, what were these animals really? Like, were they animals, were they robots and stuff? This is confirmation that there was actual animals in this park. And I don't think all of them were genetically modified, like the main 4 characters that we see. Like there's 4, isn't there? Rambly, Lloyd, Molly, Finley, Salem. Oh no, there's 5. Okay. Although I don't know if Rambly counts because he's an AI. This feels like the most... Wacko yay, thanks for the follow. This feels like the most intact place we've seen now. I think so. I know, man, right? Okay, the graphical update is insane. My god, he got such a glow up. It's amazing. It's amazing to see. And, okay, so it seems over here we got a glimpse of Rambly. Rambly's probably going to, you know, be over here and guide us to the otters or something. See, we've got penguins, I can see koi fish, and then we have this standee of Finley here. So, yeah, I don't know if there's any leftover animals still around. It doesn't look like it. It looks pretty deserted. I'd say the Yeah, it's probably something to do with the genetic modifications. At least I think that's what the main mascots are. Yeah, look at those teeth. He looks amazing here. So cute. He is a sea serpent, and he looks more like one. But if Finley has teeth like that, oh my god. That's gonna be scary. This hatch here, I feel like that's where we're gonna go down. We are probably gonna have to go up here and go through this hatch and then look for something in Finley's enclosure while trying to avoid him. I think you're onto something with the wildlife genetic manipulation of the characters, and in the Rambly review song, Rambly specifically talks about being left behind. I don't think he means left behind in the closed park, but the fact that all the other mascots got actual bodies. Yeah, I think so. I think so, yeah. Hiding in the seaweed and kelp to hide from Finley. I think anyways, I think chapter 2 is going to be less of a... I heard some people say that, you know, while chapter 1 was really, like, really cool lore-wise and graphical-wise, it was kind of a bit of a walking simulator in some ways. I think chapter 2 is going to be a little bit less of that. I think chapter 2 is going to be more hands-on, more, you have to do things a certain way to get things done. Like, I loved chapter 1, but, you know, I can kind of see where that criticism comes from. And yeah, look at this tunnel here. I suppose that's probably where we're gonna come in from. I can barely see. You guys are not gonna see this if I'm gonna be in the way. I don't know how in the way I am here. Oh yeah, my wing's covering it. Okay, I'm just going to... Yeah, you see that poster in the corner? What is that? What is that poster in the corner? Very, very hard to see. Maybe if I slow the video all the way down. Doesn't make it any clearer, does it? There's something there. I'm not really sure what. Wait, I sped it up. No, I didn't. What? Maybe I did. Okay. I may have accidentally sped it up instead of slowed it down. I'm not sure what this is. It looks like a bug? Is that a bug? Yeah, Noom. Comma and period keys can be used to step... Yeah, true. It looks like a bug. What is that? Is that a bug? Maybe fan art. I don't know what that is. It looks like... No, when I say a bug, I mean like an insect. It kind of looks like an insect to me. Does it look like an insect to you? Is my stream okay? It's telling me I'm unstable. My bitrate alright? I don't understand what's going on. I hope everything's okay. Oh, good? Okay, okay. Yeah. Don't know how to take that. Okay, let's see. What else? I might as well keep it at this speed. Yeah. So we've got another view of the otter's enclosure, and Rambly pops up here. Same thing. There's a lot of floor lights. There's something in the middle here. I'm not exactly sure what's in here, but it might be just decorative. Or is that... Yeah, I'm not really sure what that is. It's kind of more menacing when it's slowed up. Hi, Rambly. But yeah, oh my god, look how toothy this guy is. He looks genuinely terrifying. Look at this guy. He looks like he's been doing cigarettes for the past 10 years. Is there blood in the water? I don't see any. I will say he's less bloody than we initially saw him. Because I remember how he used to look. Let me... no, I'm gonna go back up to my usual level again. Let me just do something. Let's see. We can get a good look of him from... Yeah, exactly. Okay, so... just remember, just bear in mind here. This is what he used to look like. That's what he used to look like at the end of chapter 1. That is what he used to look like. So, like, they really gave him a good redesign there. Who would win 1 Finley-sized Lloyd or 100 Lloyd-sized Finleys? Yeah, he's terrifying. Holy crap. Like, he went from that to this. Like, that is... It's night and day. Like, and yeah, all of this bloody stuff, we don't see that anymore. I don't know why I put up like songs, hold on a minute. Yeah. Same guy, that's like RTX on and off, the meme. Like, that's crazy. Thought it was just a mascot to attract them to the part of the section. Yeah, but this is some crazy difference. This is why I think the original mascots were actors in costumes and were placed with genetically mutated animals. Yeah, that seems to be the leading theory, because that's kind of what I think too. It's because these guys don't seem like they're just animals. Yeah, he almost looks skeleton. What does he remind me of? What does he And look at that tongue as well. That's a real serpent's tongue. It's got like, but also it's not ribbony. It's like, it's round. It's crazy. But yeah, it's not that tongue either. It's, yeah. He's still going. Yeah. Oh wow. So yeah, we might have gotten a short trailer, but it's looking good. I can't wait to play this. We don't have a when they demand realism. Yeah. Because park visitors love it when their costumed mascots are turned into genetically mutated animals. Corporate executives strike again. Is that a slightly cat-like skull shape? The teeth look like a saber-toothed tiger to me. Yeah, maybe that's where I'm getting it from. It does look kind of cat-like, doesn't it? Yeah, it's crazy. And he looks like he needs to brush. Yeah, that's definitely something. We haven't gotten a date yet for when the new chapter is meant to come out, but I have seen Uniqueese say that he wants to he's hoping that it'll be out sometime this year. They're hoping anyways. I'm subscribed to the Patreon. I'm sure many of you have guessed so. And yeah, I think yeah, he said that they're like 70% done with all the voice acting. Finley's head is smooth while the rest of his body is scaly. I wonder if there's a reason for that. Well, maybe it's the genetic mutation. Like, they must be all mutated with something. Maybe he was crossed with a cat. Because, yeah, I do see it's, like, very fish-like back here, but over here it's sort of... I don't know how to describe it. It almost looks like a rubber mask up here. Maybe it's facial moisturizer. Yeah, they'll say they're coming out in December. That would be an amazing Christmas celebration. Do you guys think it'll come out my channel anniversary? My channel anniversary is 28th of December. That would be super cool. That would be really cool. Like, it's a long shot, but it's not impossible. Oh my gosh. Imagine me doing this for Sparkathon. That would be cool. Excited to see what the audio recording will be. Yes. I think as well, it's just kind of crazy to see, like, this is our guy, huh? This is Finley. This is our guy. This is the, you know, the friendly Eeyore fella. Yeah, for the record, I don't think any of these are robots, but I do think that they're genetically modified creatures. Which would explain why if there was other animals in this aquarium, they've probably all died off. But I think any of these creatures, like Finley and Finley, Molly, and Lloyd, they don't need food to survive. I think that's due to, you know, whatever they've done. He's yawning. He actually looks like a puppy. He looks like a puppy here, doesn't he? He kind of, yeah, no, it looks kind of dog-like at the moment, doesn't it? If Molly is anything to go by in the first game, I'm pretty sure they're still alive. You know what? I think if we see Molly again, which, you know, I think we might, she might have regeneration. Finley isn't based on a real animal like the others, so they may have had to generate his setup and multiple animals. Yeah, I'm pretty sure because, you know, he is a sea serpent. So, you know, they're mythical. But also, his chapter 1 design had this thing up here, which was going down a little bit. Yeah, this thing here, his it was kind of like a mane. You know, and like, look at this lovely fan art. You know, it definitely made him like very, very hairy and hairy looking and stuff. Like, because he had this really, really good hair and all that. Oh my god, this looks fucking amazing. So yeah, I guess they changed it. I don't see him have any hair up here. He just has, okay, never mind. He has, although it's scales. It's less hairy and more scaly. I do think that's a good, oh my good lord. Yeah, I do think that's like a good improvement. But yeah, I think even the eyes, like, they went from being these big white orbs to these things that are sometimes, you know, just dark pits of hell. I think it's really cool the way that they open and close as well. It's like, it's very snake-like. Look how Finley blinks in slow motion. Yeah, let's slow that down and have another look because it looks fantastic. Yeah, look at that. It goes horizontal instead of vertical. I love that. It's so reptile-like, you know? The Finley we glimpse at the end of chapter 1 may look like the old animatronic design, and then this is the genetic replacement unholy genetic puppy snake. Yeah, actually, now that I think of it, where did we see it? It was towards the end of it, but not the end of it. Here, okay. This here, this tunnel, that looks a lot like the tunnel at the end of chapter 1. So I have to guess that the Finley we saw in chapter 1 was here. Whatever is behind this glass. So yeah, I know that they've probably redesigned things, but you know, they've probably adapted the lore to their redesign. It's realistic to a lot of aquatic animals that they have the third eyelid. Yeah, exactly, which is why it's a really good redesign. That is very true. There could be two different Finleys. Yeah, I'd say that would be pretty good lore to put into it. So yeah, considering, so I'd say at the start of the chapter we're gonna come out here, and then this window's gonna be here, and it's gonna be implied that this is where we saw Finley last time, or you know, animatronic Finley, whatever it was, this Finley. Um. So yeah, that's really cool. That is really cool. So let's see. They're playing chapter 1. What a great stream so far. Oh wait, I forgot it was slowed down. I forgot it was slowed down. I thought it was just doing that like Okay, that's funny. That's funny.
Let me.
Whoopsies.
Yeah.
Can't wait for Salem to go
When
up.
will we be able to dap up Rambly?
Hi, Rebel.
I don't know.
What that means.
He might be
Thank you.
onto something.
You
That could
might
be
be
kinda
onto
lit,
something.
though.
Thank you, Vizard, for the 10.
Look
Let's
at
go
this
and do
molly
a
head.
introduction for everyone.
So
who
cool.
is here. I'm just gonna go left to right. First off, we got Derpme, who is our new environmental.
You guys want to watch this with me, or
artist. Derpme actually did all of the
just
rendering
join to
and
slow
styling.
motion?
Basically made today's.
It really
teaser,
makes sense
so
to have two
shout
Finleys.
out to Derpme, the absolute goat.
Yeah,
absolute
Finley
goat.
being the
I'm
main
very,
attraction
very happy
to
with
their
that.
aquarium to their right, and then who in their right mind would
Who else
have
we
their
got? We
main
got
attraction
Lucas,
viewable
who
from the
is
front
our
door?
new
Yeah,
3D
that makes
artist,
sense.
and we'll be doing some 3D work. The Finley model that you saw was rigged by Lucas, so happy to have
Hell
them
yeah.
on.
Hell yeah, Lucas.
Who else do we got? We got Not Cyril,
What a cool
who
guy.
is a returning artist from Chapter 1, going to be doing a little bit of the work in the 2D and environmental
So it
art
seems they got
sector,
new staff.
which will be really, really fun. Let's see. We got
Yeah.
Otterboy VA, of course, the voice of
Voice of
You
Rambly.
want to say hi?
Yeah.
Vito.
Hello, everybody.
The wonderful voice of Rambly. Then we got
Yes.
Recty or Rect, who is the voice of Lloyd, as well as the lead character writer, a head writer on the project.
Yeah, I do music and I do too much.
Like a lot
Happy to be
on the
here.
project. A lot.
Recty
Happy
sounds
to
like
go
the actual embodiment
Bro,
of Lloyd,
Rambly
to be
review.
honest.
Best of all.
Like,
Lots
Yeah,
of stuff.
I did Rambly review. That's the one everyone knows me for. I also did the kiosk theme and the arcade game. Literally, the only reason I do music for the game is Geese said there was a 2D platformer, and I made music so fast that I interrupted the development process.
It worked out well though. It worked out awesome.
Yeah.
Who else we got? We got Seek, who is another musician on the project. Did like the chase music for chapter 1.
Oh my
did a
God,
bunch
that's
of, like,
such a cute
environmental
alert.
Stuff, did the trailer teaser music for today's teaser that came up, so that's awesome.
oh, wow.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah. And then we got Slumpy or Slushy or any of the other names that they go by, who does a lot of like 3D modeling. Did like all the collectibles in chapter 1, handful of other assets, doing more on chapter 2. Which
I'm
is
just
really
seeing this
exciting.
here. Select a
then
chapter.
Cat,
There's gonna be a
interestingly,
chapter select now.
who is one of our new 3D animators, did the Finley animation at the end of the teaser today. So, pretty exciting. I'm glad that we had a ton of
I guess
people
that's
show
what it's
up.
gonna look like when we're.
I just kind of wanted to replay
When we're
chapter
getting into
1
it?
and talk to you guys and kind of shit on our own stuff so that we
More rambling
can
news.
do
Hey,
more
we-
cool stuff in the future.
I can't wait to
Chapter
see
2
what
does
they
look better,
say
but I'm
about
so
their
glad
own
we waited for
products.
chapter
Oh, yeah.
1, especially with like, how little we had to work with.
I will say, and I've said
For
this
real.
publicly a few times, like, I do have every intention to eventually completely remake chapter 1.
Ooh, remake.
That will be fun. I don't know when we'll get around to
Chapter
doing that.
1 remake.
But it's something that we've definitely talked about in length.
Yeah.
So
That
should be
would
pretty
go
cool. What you guys
so
are seeing
hard.
on screen right now, and I'll actually share this to the Discord.
There's going to be a chapter select. This is gonna be so good.
This is our current work in progress launcher for Indigo Park. So a lot of people have asked, like, okay, are you wanting to do it like a DLC? Is it going to be separate games completely on Steam? The game plan right now, and we'll see if this all shakes out with Steam and with everything we want to do, but the current working version that we
Thanks,
have
Starfire. Hello.
is a separate launcher. So now whenever you open up Steam, and actually I have that rigged up on my PC, whenever you hit play on Steam, it'll pop up this launcher. You'll be able to pick from one or two.
Oh,
Technically, when compiling the game, they are separate games, just because there's so many like changes we made from chapter 1 to 2 that we basically have to remake chapter 1 in order to get the stuff that we want in 2 to be like a raw DLC.
Ooh.
So different executables, however, it's all running off of this launcher, which is really, really sick. So I'm hoping this works out for us long term. It's what we're playing with right
so in
now.
a way, they have to remake it.
And as much as I'd love to click on chapter 2 for you guys, we're playing chapter 1 today. So.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, fine.
Yeah. Oh, there's the music. There's the music.
I did that one.
Okay, I can finally join the stream and stream this instead of the other thing. All right, there we go.
Ignore
now I can stream this instead of streaming streams. All right. All right, how do I pop this out?
Oh god.
More options.
Yeah, this is gonna be
Why
good.
is the screen like that? Because the game.
So are they?
There we go. There it is. Hooray! No, it's all good.
Big day for the first year
That's awesome.
I do think every character will get a chapter.
I'll go through and I'll read through all the.
So I'd say
alerts
after
as we go
Finley,
through.
it's probably
I'm not,
going
like,
to be
stopping every 5 seconds
Lloyd.
to read an alert, but I will read through all of your.
And then hopefully Salem, and then I'd say Rambly would be
This
last.
cutscene was fun. We used,
Unless they're switched.
The metahuman software that Unreal has, and I'd like to
Like
do
that, man?
more human stuff in the future, and we'd
There
probably
we go.
use metahuman
Got it.
again, but I'm not positive on how that's gonna work out, so we'll see. Yeah, this was a fun little like intro sequence. I don't remember how early we had planned to do this, but I think initially we had like a 3D menu for the main menu, so we kind of reused that as like
Oh.
a player's office / bedroom.
The final
But
chapter
initially it
will
was
be
gonna
John
like, oh, whenever
Indigo.
you go to hit settings, it would
Yes.
be, like, a sideboard, and it would have stuff pinned up and all of that. But
I think I remember seeing some stuff about that.
yeah,
Oh, I remember going through all this.
That would be
I remember,
amazing.
We had most of like the intro done before there was music, so Seek kind of just Mickey Moused it to what we already had, and it's worked really well.
yeah, for sure. No, this is very fire.
I'm really proud of this one. I really like how it came out.
Oh, welcome and
Welcome.
friendly. Friendly Wolf here is one of our new programmers. Really, the only new one we've brought on.
They brought on furries. This is gonna slap.
Friendly's-
Friendly's skill scares me. And I'm
They
very
brought on
happy we
more
have one.
furries. It's gonna be an amazing product.
So
They
this
got a
is
furry
chapter
in charge
1,
of programming. It's gonna
which
slap.
It is
It's gonna be great.
jarring now to go back
I
to this after
about
chapter
the-
2.
Yep.
God.
Yep.
You've got Lumen on, right?
Oh yeah.
Hashtag Lumen.
Isn't John
Hashtag-
Indigo Park just
Hashtag
rambly?
Lumen, which we'll
No,
get
actually.
in chapter 2,
Because there is
yeah,
there
this
is a
this is crazy.
Isaac Indigo is his name.
Yeah, it's
Forgot
it was-
the objective background.
The founder of the park.
yeah. The objective background was very fucked.
A great start.
Um,
Hey, look, there's me.
There's
Yeah, it must be
Lloyd.
really fun to be
Gotta
on a
get
team
all the
like this.
collectibles. There's Finley. Mysterious.
Collectible
light
is still
at
spelt wrong, and I
the
love that.
end.
Yep.
And then, of course,
Hi there, and welcome to Indigo
the most important
This
part
game
of this
is
game.
awesome. Thanks for making an awesome game.
The boy.
Yes.
Interesting to me the first time I saw this scene, and I realized that the music for like the Indigo thing was still gonna play while there's this going on in the ambience around it.
Right. Because I think the idea was for it to come out of the speaker, so we kind of
Yeah.
It's the boy. Yeah, it shall never be
That makes
fixed.
sense.
That will help you begin your adventure in the park.
And that was the one.
It sounds like
line
the
that was written
graphics has
before I joined
gotten
the team.
so much
Yeah,
better
yeah,
that
after that,
it's
we-
kind of jarring for them to replay this.
Yeah, I love this light right here, guys. Isn't this great?
And this is only after a year.
Shadows.
That's awesome. Through the wall. great. Where
I just love how they're criticizing their own thing.
Originally, like on
It
release.
was.
Yeah, Otterboy is the voice of Rambly, yeah.
No, I could have sworn I didn't have that when I first played.
It kind of looks like a reflection, so.
yeah, that's what it is. It's totally a reflection. Yeah.
Right,
Is this
right.
your first time here at
Right.
the park, or did you just get plastic surgery? No worries.
He's so silly, dude.
He's so silly.
Surgery
He's
game,
such
please.
a,
Did you notice
such a
it?
little character.
Actually, it's a Sunday.
Can't wait for you to see everything Indigo Park has to
I
offer.
forgot
think
how much
this is
ghosting
like-
is in
Must be
Lumen.
kind of weird to
This
hear
is- that was,
yourself
like, the
in a
first
game.
time
Yeah,
where
I
made
imagine
Rambly,
so.
like, a little
Hey,
bit smarter,
Triforce, how you
before
doing?
We really started building his sassiness into
I
his
know,
character
voicing
with that one.
Rambly.
Yeah.
Have you seen Chapter 2 yet?
And then
Have you
the
seen
light
the,
here.
the trailer for it? It's amazing.
Another light where?
It's very short, but
It
like,
doesn't get blocked by the
we got to
gate.
see good stuff.
My mistake. The gate is
Oh.
not open.
Or
Doesn't get blocked by that.
Message being sent from the gate's
Does by
power
that
unit.
though.
Lucky you.
Oh.
Interesting.
You get to be the first person to try our turn
Yeah,
on
it's
the
interesting,
Legend
like-
lighting.
mini Rambly venture.
Yeah.
Have fun.
I love
It's
that they're just.
interesting looking at chapter 2 and then looking back at this, just because
Yeah.
it's so like somehow it's so different.
I thought it
I
graphically
remember,
looked
when we were
great
first
a year
writing,
ago,
I did the mini Rambly venture thing, but
so it
the,
must be
like, for Rambly
a
stopped
real
talking.
upgrade.
Be inoperable. Looks like
I've got him
everything
turned down. A
If
bit.
they're like,
See.
it's all
this
good.
isn't great.
Yeah. I remember when we were first writing it, Jake really cared about my apologies, the gate isn't open, because it was like the idea of he's like staring this thing in the face, but he's an AI, so he has to process it first. And it's like, oh, it's not open. I see.
Right.
Did I see the trailer?
Which, like, adds
Yes,
to the
yes,
humor of it, but also
we did. And now we're
covers
watching
the whole, like,
the
AI.
team replay chapter
Yeah,
1
yeah.
and just talk about it.
A lot of the stuff Jake contributes to the scripts, especially has to do with the AI aspects of Rambly, because he's really fascinated by AI, and I think it really adds a lot to the character.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think,
Oh yeah.
yeah, Jake Neutron
Pull the
being
funny
the
bit out.
animator of Rambly,
Like, it's subtle, but it adds a lot to
like,
his
Yeah.
characterization.
the
It's
Lumen
so
voice,
well
oh my
done.
God.
Yeah,
when you,
it's-
like, when you consider that, you know, he has to think where
visually,
the,
like, as you guys can tell by
like,
all
where the
critiques
where the
we
player's
have,
gonna be
chapter
looking.
2 is looking a lot better, and I'm hoping you guys can see that through the teaser we put out.
and, you know, what's going to be to the left or to the right of him. It's,
Thank you, Pastel Floopy. I appreciate it.
so much
Gotta
went
get our
into it.
Molly plush. I want to make sure we get all the collectibles because I want to make sure the Easter egg is still like working.
Oh,
Yeah, you can also...
every guest needs a critter cuff. That will allow you access to reserved areas, charge payments to your room, and wear a critter cuff. I think there's some gift shop.
Yeah, no, the voice direction is top tier as well.
I love his
This one-
jazz hands in that sequence.
This one was one of the
Otterboy's
memories
the
that,
voice
like,
actor for
I think
Rambly,
I
and
love
Chapter 2
most
will
of
have
the
a section
Chapter 1.
dedicated to
That's, like,
otters.
one of the
That's
only
true.
ones that I would have liked to read. That I might like to redo if we ever remake Chapter 1. is the whole
Oh my
idea
God,
that
I
he's
love that.
building up to, like,
The
wear a
Rambly
critter
and
cuff,
the
as if it's a completely
the
normal thing you
Lloyd
would get a critter
hat.
cuff specifically to do.
I think
What's
But
so
it's
wrong with
still-
that glass shader?
It's still pretty fun. It's still pretty fun.
God, the turnstile looks so weird at an angle.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, it does actually. I've
can
never
also
noticed that.
finally
That's
hear
refracted.
the broken evil version of the theme that
I
they
was.
made.
I remember the first time I saw like when Geese added the big clanking thing in this, and I'm like, oh, that's such a fun touch.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really nice things.
Did
about
it always
along the
spark
way.
like that? I don't remember it sparking like that.
1.1's definitely a boost. I'm glad that we did it. It did delay Chapter 2's
I remember
development
like one of my
a bit.
clips. Yeah, I've watched you play it. It's
We're gonna be able to use
fun.
a lot of
I've
systems
seen
they
your
made
video
for
on it.
too.
Great work, buddy. Now try entering
generally, if I hear
Start our Indigo adventure.
about like any of my friends playing this, I will be there because I loved it a lot,
Indigo.
and I love seeing everyone else's reaction to all
But
the
yeah, no, I'm
subtle little
like,
things.
Overall, there's a lot of things I'm not super happy with in Chapter 1 looking back, but it's one of those deals where like I think it got done what it needed to do for the sake of pitching people on the idea. 'Cause
It really
just
did, and
wanted to
that's-
say,
I'd argue so, yeah.
Here's what we want to make, and I think Chapter 2 is our first time to really be like, here's a little bit more of a clean experience, closer to our vision, and then I think Chapter 3, 4, and whatever we do, could be a lot more fun and pretty sick. Oh, Amber just
Does
joined as well.
Dad follow you?
Yeah, I feel like
hello.
hello. I feel like
I feel like Kickstarter works way better with projects when you have, like, especially if it's a game, when you have a demo to play in advance to make sure that, number one, you know the devs know what they're doing, and number two, you like actually get an attachment to the project.
I hope
And that's one
Chapter
thing I'm
2
really
also
glad
has
that
more subtle
Undertale
things
kind of
like
normalized, 'cause before
like
that, you'd see 'em every now and
Isaac
again, but
Indigo
after
following
Undertale
you.
launched the Kickstarter with the
statue.
demo, everyone started doing it.
Yeah, I
Creators are always the worst
I agree
critic,
with
pointing
Sean
out so many
about that,
flaws
too.
and faults that most
I'm
people
laughing
don't
so
notice or
hard at
care
how
about. Exactly.
insane these lights are.
But
I feel
also,
bad for any new dev who's trying to get into
that's
the Unreal
probably how
Engine
Chapter
because
2
Lumen
is
such a bad trap to fall into.
so amazing. I mean,
That's one
allegedly.
thing
We
can
haven't
talk
seen
about
it,
a
but it
lot,
sounds like it is.
When you're learning Unreal Engine, and this is kind of nerdy for the game dev people in chat, it's one of those deals where, like, you look up tutorials and you look at official documentation.
Oh my god,
and
Snowy!
It hounds you on, like, make sure you're using
Thank you,
Lumen,
Snowy!
make sure all of your assets are set up with Nanite, and, like, all of these things, which are pretty sick.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what Easter
we're
eggs
not
they
at
have.
that
Thanks for the
point where,
100
like,
bits. That was
if
really,
you
really
don't
cool
know
of
how
you.
to properly use it, they can be properly implemented. So then you get all of these kinds of, like, weird visual things, and you get, like, poor performance on older PCs and
Well,
stuff.
not only
so.
that, but to make Lumen look good in the older versions of Unreal, you have to sacrifice performance.
I
for it.
do remember
Right.
having
And that's
issues
something that we're
trying to
learning and
load in
experimenting
the
with,
game.
especially in Chapter 2. Like,
And a lot of people on
there's
lower
a
end
lot of
PCs
jank in Chapter 1 that I am very
weren't
happy
able to
that they
load it
loaded in
very
Chapter
well.
2. One thing that we could talk about briefly, Friendly,
Uh.
we're actively working on level streaming. So hopefully
Why'd you get the NVIDIA GeForce?
I like how
I
it's
don't
still
know
not
why I
explained
got-
why, you know, the
why
whole
popped
wall
now.
collapses behind
Why
you.
it's taking so long to go away. There it goes.
It's still never explained. You just go through this,
a little bit.
just go through this tunnel and suddenly there's a whole lot of debris behind you.
I gotta get a clip of that, dude. Of the no animation happening, loading.
Yeah, especially with that
That's-
first
that's
computer.
exactly what I want.
I never
think
played it on that first computer, but
my point, I guess,
I remember
is that
on
we're
my
working
current
on
system
reducing the
having to
loading
restart
screens
it quite a
in
few
Chapter
times
2,
because
and so far it's
it
working
just
very
died.
well, so I'm
Like, a year ago I had the same
What I've
specs as
done
I currently
from
have.
what I've able to been,
It should
give
be
a
able to
test
run
was
it.
pretty
It just,
seamless.
So that's
it had
that'll
issues.
be very nice.
I don't think I had as much RAM though.
I think our
This one's
bathrooms in
totally-
Chapter 2 look better as well.
So many people miss this collectible because it's in the women's restroom.
Really funny.
That's true.
I didn't even know there was a collectible there.
Oh my god.
Going through some
Everyone forgets about the women's restroom
I entirely forgot there's no
collectible.
ambience. Like, it's just dead silent up until you walk up to them.
Yeah.
Sounds like just a lot of Indigo Park players just aren't pervy guys, which, you know, sounds like it's good. Really love your pony. Thank you so
One
much.
thing I
The
love.
posters add so much.
The
to this. I love that.
posters! I remember when
love
these were added.
posters, dude.
The Great Sing Off and the Smelly Scheme are my favorites, but they're all great.
Yeah.
Yeah, these
I like 'em.
were a worthy addition.
I remember generally just the whole Rambley's Railroad got
Yeah,
redone.
it makes the world feel way more lived in,
And
now
it
we've
looks
got the only new 1.1 song.
So good. So much better than
This was on a
before.
six.
Yeah,
It was.
This was a good one. It gives the vibes of the ride music, and I think it works
Yep.
pretty well. And I had
It
a lot
makes
of
sense
fun
'cause
just
it's
like
cool.
fleshing out this environment more. I had a lot of fun just like drawing up all these
Yeah.
textures and trying
Remember
to make
when
Yeah.
we realized
This
after
was
I
good.
was done with the song that it sounded exactly like another song?
Yo, yep. Do you want to say it or do you want to leave it a mystery?
I don't really
Am I
remember
allowed
what
to say
song.
it?
When you say it, I'll remember it. But
Is the Heat Miser?
oh yeah, yeah, it does
Yeah.
have like the
Yeah.
yeah. No, that's great.
It sounds almost exactly like it, and I only realized after
Hey,
Tom
it
pointed it
happened.
out.
I have no idea
It
what they're talking
happens.
about.
I just listen to too much music. Like my entire thing.
Cloudy
with the book
Cove,
is,
I
like,
wonder
a
if
theme
that's
song,
gonna be
like,
a thing
oh
we see in
boy,
future.
This is the part of Indigo Park where the heat miser starts burning the place down.
It's fun.
I've never
I'm
been
very,
to
very happy
the
with
like
this
of
one.
Disneyland, so I
It's
It looks amazing.
and I like
Looks
the
very
little
charming.
like nods to different environments that might be important or not. You know. It's great.
Ooh, that sounds like it might be a hint.
And then of course, quick
The
flash of
Eternal.
Molly.
facial data
Yeah.
suggests you may be a bit older than the
Future
top.
here's the
collectibles
winner.
idea. The pre
It's one of
1.1
my
versions of the
favorites.
collectibles.
Do you know why
please.
Rambly the
versus
raccoon loves
prototypes before the
Rambly
designs were
Railroad?
refined and mass produced.
Because I like trains.
That's
And
lovely.
that's
Yeah.
the line. That's the
He
line
said
that
the
made it
line.
go any other line of the game.
Yeah.
And I am
He said the line.
so thankful
He said the
that I
thing.
got to work. I'm so thankful I got to live direct Vito for this because the way I'd originally intended it when I written it was like, do you know why Rambly the raccoon likes Rambly's Railroad? Because I like trains, which is fun, but the calm, casual delivery was so much funnier, and we knew it as soon as Vito tried it.
I've
That was
heard
going
them
to be
say
the
that
big
before. I
Except
think
we're
it was,
supposed to be
I think they
keeping
tweeted
it
about
supposed to be
this.
closed.
Yeah, no, I'm just looking through the environment as I'm like
Oh.
yapping. One thing I'm gonna bring up
Nice.
too, like
Oh yeah, Z, how you doing?
shortly after Chapter 1's release, as we were working on the 1.1 update, I got the opportunity to go to Disney and Universal with
I remember
Jake
watching them do
Neutron,
that.
Kid and Sneeze group of people. And something about like being in a theme park really helped with how I'm thinking about these environments and thinking about these rides and stuff. So like details like having a numbered like loading system is something that I would have never thought about unless I had visited a theme park recently. But that's something
he
they
was
do.
doing
Like, you
research.
sit there and you wait in line, and then they're like, "Okay,
Market
how many people do
research, you
have?
know?
4? Okay, you guys are gonna go to line 3."
That's
and
how
you line up
research
there and
works.
board it that way. So like.
You make a
There-
game
there's
about
something
theme
to
parks,
say
you go to
about,
theme
like,
parks.
Being able to visit the environments that you're inspired by. And that's something that hopefully in the future I can get more of the Indigo devs to like go to theme parks and
Oh
stuff.
my god, absolutely. Like I've said it before, coming into this development, I am the person who knows the least about theme parks out of everyone from experience because I've only ever been to one theme park. It is Dutch Wonderland, and their most famous attraction is House.
That's wonderful.
I've never been to
Beautiful.
a theme park, so like.
Okay, I got one.
Yeah.
I'm not the least experienced on the team then.
Yeah, there you go.
I've been to
There we
theme
go.
parks.
But yeah, no. I
But
definitely
usually
love to go to
smaller
more theme
European
parks
ones.
So I can integrate some of the stuff that happens.
Video game
even the
developers don't
negative
get
stuff
enough field
into-
trips to
into
research their
bits.
stuff,
Right.
but
Because
Sonic
that's
Team
what
did it for Sonic
it-
Adventures.
That's
Yeah.
how it works sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is.
Everyone laughs together.
I forgot how much this
Welcome to
level hurts to
Rambly's
look at.
Railroad. I'm Conductor Rambly.
I think it's fine.
With the completely black roof.
Well, that's how theme parks are. There should have been some more like bars
charm.
and stuff on top, but yeah, I'd keep it black.
The black roof.
Yeah,
Like unlit black.
like
It doesn't get
painted
affected
black
by
and not
lighting?
lit. Yeah, I mean you would have like we got some of this here. Like I would if I went back and redid this, I'd put more like that stuff. But I'd keep it black up top for
This
sure.
this series of lines was really interesting because a lot of it was intentional, like Molly repeating "It's Molly McCaw" after Rambly says it, as a suggestion that Molly repeats things she's heard early on. And then the whole barnstorming thing was just me
Oh,
referencing
true.
an Atari game because that's who I am. But it
Right.
turns out there's also a Disney ride called like Goofy's Barnstorming, so it
Right.
just worked out better than I could have ever imagined.
Oh, that's cool.
That's awesome.
Again, I've never been to a
Yeah, I don't know if it's
Disneyland
obvious, but there's
park,
been clipping
so
here.
No way, dude.
I wouldn't have
No
known that,
way.
but that's really
It's
cool.
crazy. Also, I love this, where Finley just doesn't have like a track or anything. There's just
Oh
a
my
magic
God.
floating piece of wood.
Yeah, it just comes out.
Comes out of.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's a mistake there too. Yeah.
This is the only voice performance in the entire game I didn't direct.
Yeah, and I think if we went back, we'd make it a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, who is that? Who is that guy?
Long, but
Who is that guy? He's got some lovely hair.
Need to add back the.
When you go America, you gotta visit all the theme parks. I'm gonna have to go to a few.
we'll use that somewhere
I
else.
will be pretty close to Rehoboth Beach.
Yeah, we'll use that.
They do have theme parks down in Rehoboth, so I'll have to make sure to go down. They have Jolly Rogers,
Rambly turns on like Subway Surfers.
so I'll have to
End it,
have a good
buddy,
look.
end it.
Usually we don't do this anymore, but just for you, buddy.
Take the shot.
And then this is where you get
And then,
out.
of course, the wonderful Salem.
Yep,
Salem.
Salem came in a little bit later in development, but I love them so much. They're one of my favorite characters in the game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I can't wait to see
Salem
them.
came in late. Interesting.
One of the
coming out and I'm not going to be anywhere near my PC. Crying
Please
face
keep the flashlight on.
emoji. Smiling
Salem
face
was
with tear
Salem was one of
emoji.
the two characters.
So
in,
that-
two characters in Chapter 1 I named.
So I wonder, was Salem ever meant to be the villain? I mean, we don't know if Salem is the villain. To stay away from Six Flags? Really?
Cannot lie. The gear
I
sounds like
heard
a
Six
shopping
Flags was
cart.
one of the best.
Yeah, I think they're actually.
Is it
I
not?
think they're a bicycle.
I've also heard good things about Cedar Point, but I don't think I'm ever really gonna be up there.
Funny.
The game without the flashlight just looks so noisy with the lighting.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh!
Jesus.
Oh, wow!
Dude, it's water caustics, dude.
I never realized how the
yeah.
graphics looked there, holy crap.
Cool.
Is the void mass growing on the walls? It's the void mold.
There are also multiple Six Flags. Oh, okay, so just the one near DC.
A lot of these
That might be the closest one to me, so I'll make sure not to go to that one, I guess.
The one and only.
Cedar Point
I
is
still
more
remember
a amusement than
after
theme
the
park.
scene, but
It's
I
got
remember
some of the biggest rides.
I remember exactly
Okay.
what happened when we made this guy.
That common folk name, I am the proud, the prestigious, the professional Lloydford L. Lion, actor extraordinaire.
Hello!
Of course it was. I'm the
That scene is one of my favorites I wrote in the entire game. So we were trying to figure out Lloyd. I was just in call with Geese, and he's like, "Dude, we need some like lion names that aren't taken." And we're just like going through trying to find. Oh, wait, Radley.
All
Sorry,
fictional
I didn't
lions.
trigger that.
And Lloyd.
I'm really glad that they
So
fixed
basically, we're running through
that.
a bunch of like fictional lines, making sure we pick one that isn't taken.
Like-
I'm like, what about Lloyd? And I'm like, and
The
he's
counter
like,
used to be
what's Lloyd
too
like?
high.
Oh, he's like so I'm like, what if he's like a really proud asshole? I forget how much of him was there before, but I'm like, it would be really funny if he's like super proud and he'd start doing the voice like, I am the proud Lloyd Fidel Lion, and Geese just says in call, dude, do you want to voice him? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. I remember having
That's
the
great.
idea because like from
That was nearly 20
the
years ago. Oh,
time
wow.
That I had like initially like created the character and like had been talking to a
Also, there's so much merch in here now.
Refining this design, right? He
Yeah.
was definitely like a performative kind of cocky character initially.
Okay.
Because I remember the initial like crappy sketch, which I don't even know if I have that anymore.
Yeah.
He had the microphone and he was kind of like smirking, and that was always kind of there. And then it was like, okay, now how does this play into like the character dynamic of all the characters? And it's like, I am Lloydford L. Lion, and like Lloydford came perfect with the Lloyd. I think we had that name at the exact same time, and it's like, okay, that's way too funny. And
Yeah, I think we're probably both thinking.
It sounds
about
very
Gravity
tricksy.
Falls.
Yeah. Did I already play Chapter 2? No one has. Chapter 2 is not out yet.
Who knows? Who
We're
knows?
hoping maybe
Before we leave this area, I just
December
wanna
of this
point out
year.
I love, like, the
But I saw the
2D
trailer.
textures on the walls and
The
stuff.
trailer
It's so
just came
charming.
out,
Yeah,
like,
I had a lot
less
of
than
fun
an hour
with it.
ago.
Obviously, like there's a handful of Disney rides that do this a lot.
It was good. It was good. It was really
So I
fun.
had a lot of fun like looking at that.
Back into the shadows. No worries,
Yeah,
Snowy.
it was fun to work on this area. I'd like to do, when and
Nice.
if we do the Chapter 1 remake, I'd love to expand this out more and do more stuff like this.
Yeah.
I think this
Comparing the
Hell yes.
material work in here to chapter
I wonder
2's
are they
material
going to
work
change
feels
Molly's
so
design?
weird.
Yeah, I know. I agree. This area is okay though.
I'd
I think
say
this is fine.
They probably
Like,
will, and
I
they
like
probably
this
do the
area.
same
This
for
area could use more
Lloyd.
building. Because you can get to some insane spots if you really try to.
I don't know if that's a bad thing though.
You can get on top of the clothing racks and shit.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought by clipping you meant that he needs to like clip objects into each other.
I thought that
Funny
too.
I did
future collectible idea. Knock off Rambly.
I thought that's
That
what you
is it.
meant.
Show
That
this
is
to
what I
Rambly
mean.
at the kiosk.
Check
Can
out
we
some
break
of
this
them.
area?
Cry.
So yeah, the whole idea of Rambly, I think the moment that we figured out what their dynamic was when I start writing this guy and I'm like, okay, this guy is obnoxious. Rambly probably doesn't even want to have anything to do with him. So he's going on, he's insulting Rambly, and we just have him keep running as Rambly intentionally pushes the ride forward faster to get away from Lloyd.
right.
And I was so worried about how that joke would translate into gameplay, but I think it was pulled off really well.
Yeah, I think it did okay.
Yeah, he doesn't even let him finish. He's
There's
just like,
definitely
nope,
more
bye
of an
bye.
execution we had with it. I know we talked about like adding like
Their
some kind
website
of
still
visual
shows that they're
indicator,
still
like, next to
going.
Rambley's screen if the rider
Wait,
isn't moving.
who?
So then, like, you see
Yeah.
him flip the switch on it, and it makes it a little bit more impactful.
Closed in
There's a lot of, like,
2006.
little things like that I think we could have done better.
How much Riz they'll give Lloyd? Yeah, I
I
wonder.
would love to like have something like if we ever make it, it'd be really funny if like Rambley flips like the fire exit to make it evacuate quicker or something.
Right.
As we were looking at that environment a little bit more, one thing Geese, can you confirm or deny that there is no built data in this room?
There shouldn't be.
There
'Cause
is. You
there's
can't
no
bake lighting in Lumen.
Can you not? Because there's absolutely
Not at
no
all.
shadows being casted from anything in this room.
Yeah, I think I intentionally turned off shadows on like most of this.
Yeah, the outside. The
There's
outside.
not really a need for it.
It would be really cool to
better
see
if
the
it did.
outside get redesigned.
Man, we were looking at base performance stuff. There's sacrifices you have to make there when you don't know what you're doing.
Easy sacrifice, kill Lumen.
Yeah, well, I could kill Lumen if I wanted to, but do we want to I'll have to redo all of the lights.
Congratulations
So.
for the
Oh yeah,
1
no,
year
because the lighting
anniversary.
without Lumen is
It's
you can't see
genuinely
5 feet in
incredible
front
what
of
you
you.
have accomplished in
The
a
Rambley
year
change is
being
such
a
a cute
long-time
addition.
Mason fan. Anyways, Indigo.
I hope we get to have a look at that Ferris wheel up close.
I think this area has the worst
I'll
Lumen
ask that later,
noise issues.
Yeah, because it's just there's a lot I don't like about this. There's a lot of
There's
bad
a lot of
pop-in.
surface area.
There's a lot of there's just a lot I
That
don't like.
clock is going crazy.
I like
love
that.
I love the clock though. I love the clock.
Yeah, the clock is cool.
Yeah.
Please tell me we get to ride it. It would be so cool to just go up there and see the whole park.
The collectibles are so fun. The music for this did not exist until I scored for a cutscene later, and I did like this really happy music, and I'm like, wait, I should make this a whole track and we can put it on the kiosks. And now I don't know if we can like do another chapter without it. It's just so good.
Yeah, the idea, it's very. I think what I compared it to when we initially made that decision is like the radio from Portal. Like this is just a thing that is for
Yeah, it is kind of like that.
music.
It's kind of like elevator
Yeah,
music.
which I think is a lot of fun. And I guess
Also
I
gives
can
me that
spoil
vibe.
this too. There's a remix of that that's already done for the Chapter 2 version of the information
Ooh!
kiosk.
We get a remix of that.
That Tom put together.
I did like a crap ton of Chapter 2 music in January, and then Geese is like, okay, you got these things to do, and outside of that, we need to build more game before you can do any more.
Right.
So I've got, don't worry, you'll hear plenty of me, you'll hear plenty of Seek. We both got a lot of tracks to do for Chapter 2.
Oh, sounds like there's gonna be a lot of music in it.
Yeah, I don't think there's any shadows here either. I have no idea if you turned them all off.
They're all disabled for the directional light. Because if you're doing that in real time, the performance hit was like 30 FPS. So it doesn't look as good, but I gotta get it to run. That's something that won't be an issue. Oh, hi, Kitty.
Kitty.
Here's the
Hi,
cat.
Kitty.
This is my favorite character.
Chat, say hi, Kitty.
Hi, Kitty.
The cat is such a funny part of development because he was there at the start, and then we're like, we don't need him, and then everyone's like, where's the cat?
That's so
Yeah.
funny. Because now, this is something I don't know if I've talked about, but initially the cat, and the reason I put a can there, the whole concept was you would walk into this, and this would have been
Cool
like a
guy
darker,
named Bob. Hi.
steady scene with like more stuff
Thanks
to
for the
do.
follow.
And the cat would spawn in out here, run in, jump up on the table, and hit the can over, so that you're in this environment, and in theory you would have heard the can like behind you.
That would have been so cool.
Cat on the table.
Oh, that's cute.
That was the initial idea, but for the sake of this update, I was just like, okay, we're gonna put a cat on the table because everybody wanted a cat back. So
Everyone
I'm like,
just
okay,
wanted the cat back.
You can come
The
back,
cat
buddy.
petting animation. Very important part of the game.
Very important part of the game.
But my favorite thing about the cat is like when people did update videos for 1.1, they're like, Indigo Park, all jump scares, and they did like the Prophasia Gaming boss thing, and they had the cat meowing in the center.
That's really funny.
The cat is the final boss.
You see a bit of noise going on even just here in the theater. I never noticed it before, but now that they've pointed it out, I see it. I see it now. Yeah, you can pet the kitty.
I like cats and dogs. I think they're both very cute.
Speaking
I
of
love
cats.
hamsters the most, but both cats and dogs are cute.
I also prefer cats. Dogs are too high energy.
I think
for
it's
me.
really funny
Big
that...
cat.
Who was I playing
Hey,
this
yeah,
with?
this
I think I was playing
area,
with
I
Ace.
talked to Friendly
Came
and
in
a couple
here
other people on the team
and
about,
somehow
like,
completely missed Lloyd
this
on
entire
the thing.
Yeah, there's.
I think it was Ace. I think it was Ace. I can't remember if it was, but like,
I see this area and all
I think it was.
Yeah.
Somehow he completely missed the giant sleeping lion in the middle of the
Back here doesn't look like it, but
the middle of the
front,
stage.
absolutely, it looks like
It was so funny.
How did you rip up the
I was like, how did you miss the giant ass lion in the middle of the stage? And he was like, there was a lion?
You can tell from these floating planes here.
Oh.
Oh?
Yeah.
Oh, that.
Oh, icky.
Are you guys going to do Resident Evil save room kind of
I want
thing
to
with
just.
the
Yeah, I've watched a lot of people play this
Are you
game.
guys gonna do like
From
a
the
Resident
chaos
Evil
kind of
save room
deal,
kind of thing with the
or
kiosks,
something
like a moment of
else?
respite? I feel like if we have people checking out collectibles in the kiosks and a monster jump scares and kills them, they're gonna be really mad. So I think that just kind of comes with the territory.
Yeah, no,
That's fair.
it's not. We're not going to do Resident Evil saving with it. For those of you guys who don't know, Resident Evil has like these safe rooms where you go in, and that's where like usually your shop in each system is, or your save room. You have so many coins you can save, but that kind of thing. That's not something we're going to do. As of right now, we have auto saves planned for now and the future of the
Ooh.
game.
Okay.
Just because people will always forget to save the game, and I know, like,
Yep.
in modern
Yep.
gaming, that's just
He's
not
a real
something
one for
I
that.
think is a thing that you should
No.
be doing is forcing
Definitely
the player
don't
to
want
think
to
about
do
it.
something similar to security
Wish
breach,
you had
but
your
you have
Rambly
to
plushie, but it's back in your
long
hometown.
time
I
and
have
get a
mine
save
right
so you don't
here.
lose progress.
Right. Exactly.
I loved a lot of the ideas in my friendly neighborhood, but paying to save really soured it for me.
Yeah. No, that's just not something that.
I loved
think
my
I would
friendly
do.
neighborhood.
Um,
I've never played a Resident Evil
but
game
yeah, no,
either.
as far as,
So
like, the
it was like
kiosk
my
being
first
in, like, more
time being
safe
exposed to that
areas,
sort of
That's kind of the
way of
intention.
doing save games. It was cool though.
If the kiosk is somewhere where you have a monster
It
chasing you,
definitely
probably
added
activated and only
the
really
tension a bit,
available
I
in
think.
spots where you can't get killed.
Yeah,
Because
that makes
there's,
sense.
I would hate to have Rambly yapping about something and then like you get jump scared out of nowhere and it's like
Just
okay.
imagining Rambly's cutscene keeps going while you're being gored alive because he can't stop.
Yeah, he's just watching this carnage happen. Just
The piano.
You know how bad the collision is in this room?
It's
I appreciate every horror game with a piano, which is probably us, and don't fret.
Calling me Lloyd, but then again, my
You can
suit
manage
is
to
alive.
climb up
And
to
it's
the
great
top of this
seeing
room.
People love this
Wait,
game.
On that rafter.
Poppy also has a
not the
piano in
rafter.
it.
Poppy has a piano?
Yeah, in
I haven't
chapter
played-
3.
I've
in
not
the
played-
pictures.
I've never
I
played
did
Poppy
not know that.
Playtime.
Existing in
How
the
You
dare
game.
jump up over by the piano.
I'm a
I like
fake- I'm a
FNAF,
fake
though.
horror fan. I'm sorry, I play platformers.
Play Poppy
I'm so valid for
Playtime.
that.
Hello. Yeah, I don't know. I've heard mixed things about
Oh, the
Poppy.
sound
Some people
cues.
like it,
Yeah,
some
this entire
others
section
don't.
kind of sucks whenever you realize Lloyd can't actually hurt you.
I remember the first time playing this going, oh, I think he's gonna hurt me, I'm gonna have to be so careful.
Its teeth pretty quick.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay, great, man.
And then realizing he's harmless.
Oh, man, I remember
I like
having
that
to do,
they-
a couple jump scare sound designs for this like last minute.
They redid the Lloyd plushie and it looks cuter.
It definitely
Okay.
adds when you hear the loud as fuck footsteps.
Remember how fucking scared I was at this?
Yeah.
Yo, what's up with the stray cat?
Ace was also
I love how you just
scared as
walk
hell.
right over him.
And I
Don't
was
even
just
worry
there,
about
I
it.
remember
It's
being
like-
with him being like, don't worry, he can't hurt you.
No, my.
But I reacted the same way. I can't even blame him for that.
Thinking that this is the start of a chase.
I can't even blame him
Yeah,
because I
good,
was just
guess.
as scared
But
my
then they
first
see
time
Lloyd pop up,
too.
They go, oh god, oh god. They run back, and then it's like, okay, well,
They
nothing
don't
happened.
see the animation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think saw
I
it last
ran
year,
back
somebody went all the way
and missed
back
the
and
animation
sat
the
there
first
for like
time.
10 minutes before they decided to go back.
Oh my god.
I think my favorite streams of chapter 1, it's a very small amount of them that are like this. My favorite streams of chapter 1 are when people have the same name as one of the characters, and they just flip out
God.
when they get introduced.
That implies they've been
We had
watching the
one-
streams.
We had one that was a Lloyd. We had at least one that was a Molly. We had one that was a person named Finley, which really surprised me. Yes, we had a person named Finley play Indigo Park and say like, "Oh
That's
my God,
quite
that's
funny.
me!"
Oh God,
The Lloyd
they
one,
watch
I don't
the
remember. I think he might
streams.
have like not been as big on it at first, and then they saw Lloyd. They're like, "Oh my God!"
Indigo crew, if you're watching this, hi.
It's actually crazy. I do like the like lion sounds.
Oh Lord.
1.1 Rambly station track available for listening anywhere.
The subtle
Ooh.
growling. Ooh.
That would be nice,
By the
actually.
way, if anyone in chat has not checked out the game since the 1.1 update, here's one of the funny secrets you can start to look into. This is a little important for the future of the game, so start studying up.
What is that?
That's all.
Do your homework.
What is that?
We're doing shipwrecked 164th.
There was something.
Yeah, no. Never.
There was something written on the bin.
I respect shipwreck, but my God, that was a lot of work.
Codes?
Dude, it was so much to figure out, and I can't imagine like Squeaks coding that. So.
Oh my God, yeah.
Now,
There's a
here's probably
secret.
my least favorite segment in the game. Period. I just the idea was there. It was like, okay, we just need to illustrate that the critter cuff is doing something to Lloyd, and that
The execution could have been better.
Yeah, it was a little rough the whole time.
I remember the first time it was just some high-pitched.
Someone just yelling Lloyd and throwing critter cuffs in his enclosure, which makes me laugh way too hard.
I entirely forgot on release he ran right into a brick wall.
Yeah, there was just a brick wall here that he ran into, and then
I didn't even notice that. I always thought he like just ran back.
which that's still like a band-aid.
When did they change that?
Nice.
A while ago, a few
I also
months ago.
remember I made sound design for this scene that went unused.
I don't remember.
Yeah, was that?
I'm pretty sure.
I know some of mine got replaced later when some better ones came in because I just threw stuff together with free sound, free sound public domain stuff. I do a lot of sound design, but there is definitely better stuff that can be done with like full composing and.
Sparkling has to be a very new edition. Yeah. I guess that came with the 1.1 update.
Yeah, we're back out.
Where they changed, like, the most noticeable thing that they changed was Rambley's Railroad. And the addition back of, you know, they brought the cat back and, you know, they patched a couple things.
is there.
Nice.
I forgot you didn't have the collectible saved, like, to unload.
Yeah,
The thing is, I think they were at one point, so I don't know why. They're definitely like that in Jetstream Junction, but I guess they're not here. I haven't picked up Gold Ram.
Judging by how inexperienced you were with Chapter 1, I'd imagine it has something to do with the fact that your save file saves when you leave the editor. And you thought maybe that
Well, no,
for
it
some
worked
reason it's
in
deleting
a
randomly.
package build, so I'm not sure.
I remember when I did the gold Rambly plush and I wrote the text for it. I was thinking about this experience I had trying to get the gold Mario amiibo and just seeing people go absolutely feral trying to get their own. Yeah. So that's what I was thinking of. Like, oh yeah, people are like literally beating each other up to get this thing.
Oh, wait.
Rambly doesn't understand why.
What do you think? Do you think the chain fell?
The chain's supposed to be fallen.
Yay.
But it didn't.
Nope.
It's the Berbers.
It seems like they fixed whatever graphical
We have a joke
glitch they
going
had
where,
with the
'cause this
with the
chain
floor.
technically has physics on it, so it's like a 50-50 shot that sometimes it'll just be like hanging here, and sometimes it'll be connected like that.
Oh, that's interesting.
Funny.
Bit of a running joke that I bugged
Also,
out the
is this the part with the sodas?
Wonder if anyone actually spray painted
the
a
sodas
Rambly
are in
plush with
there,
gold.
Just the little references to the team.
Probably.
Team and just
really
random people that
nice.
have helped. So there's like the generic stuff, and then it's like Neutron Blast. It's Jake Neutron.
Yeah.
Bubble Baron is David Baron. Soda is Astral Blast is Astral
Spiff.
Lyrical Wreck
Is
is
Recti.
Seeking Soda is Seek.
Yeah.
Which is fun.
That's awesome.
I love that
like
little-
a who's on first place where like they're
that
like,
little
hey, what soda
nod.
do you want? I'm seeking soda. Yeah, what do you want? I'm seeking soda. Yeah, which one do you want? Seeking soda.
That's incredible. That's...
Oh, yeah.
Is that wall missing on the left?
Yeah, I don't know why it is. I think.
Wait, is it not meta?
It's probably distance based.
No, Molly crashed into it.
Yeah,
Molly
Molly crashed into it.
Come on.
Molly crashed into it and destroyed it perfectly
Yeah.
along
I
the
just love the idea of Rambly calling up a repair place and it's just not open anymore.
Yeah, it's been a while, buddy.
It's good world building.
Yeah, no pull on the flag up there. I love
Would it be-
errors, dude.
It'd be funny if instead of that number being inactive, it just got switched to a different user. So he rung up a Taco Bell or something.
That actually happens. One of the craziest
Oh,
ones
imagine.
is I don't think it's
Hey,
active at
Geese,
all
I have a
anymore.
question
But
for
for a
you.
while,
What is
the Who
Rambly's
Framed
middle
Roger
name?
Rabbit
Is it
game
actually
on NES had a phone line that you had to call to progress in the game. Like you would go to Jessica Rabbit and she would say in the game, "Call me at this number," and you actually had to call the telephone number to get a hint to progress further in the game, like where to go. But now,
that's
like
such a terrible
then-
idea.
Oh god.
yeah, and then like back in the 2000s when you called it, you would get like a you would get a sex hotline.
Oh no! Oh
but now
no!
It doesn't exist anymore at all.
Yeah, it's tough.
This is
Oh,
this is-
God.
This is what got me to do music for the
Imagine
game.
being a
Is
kid
they
and
showed
just
me
trying to
this
play
thing
your
and I'm like,
Who
oh my
Framed
God,
Roger
this is
Rabbit
my
game.
thing. Here, well, you don't have to use it, but I
Then
made
you
this
have
song.
a sex
Yeah, you have to
hotline.
use it for this done in like a
and
day.
it didn't kill it.
I did.
Oh,
I did
no.
It in like, I did it in like a day. I'm like, oh my God, it's a platformer.
I think I saw you walk onto the squirrel's head and it launched you like you killed it, but it didn't kill it.
Welcome
I was
to
like, when I
Indigo
was-
Park Chapter 1, bro.
When I was composing this, I was thinking very heavily because of like the area it's around. I was thinking very heavily of the game Mr. Nut for Super Nintendo and the way they use a lot of recorders and like very calm synths to sound like the woods. And so I took a lot from that, as well as wanting to integrate the little Indigo Park theme in there. And I think that was that like the first time we really used the Main Street theme as leitmotif, or was the piano done before that?
The piano was definitely. I mean, the piano was first, obviously, because that was the.
Yeah.
All the piano was the demo, and
Okay,
then.
so that wasn't like an intentional use at first.
Right. Yeah. No. That comes from the piano. The piano was the start, and then he wrote the song off of the piano, and then.
Yeah.
I'm
One
trying to-
thing a lot. Yeah.
I'm not sure what else we had before then, but I think there's a couple other times that we were like. Well, no, I think Seek made a like the more fleshed out version, and then that was
Yeah,
like what
I
we used.
Man,
yeah.
this is cool.
Jake did the song first. He like composed it, and then I did that song that's used in like the first Rambly cutscene off of that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. One thing that a lot of people tend to think is like, oh, the game theme has that little motif that later that it's referencing the credits, but the game got done first. Rambly Review was one of the last things done for the game.
Yeah, Rambly Review was done pretty late, so.
There's the goat.
The goat.
Yeah, there she is.
Who's playing with the keys right now?
I spent a ludicrous amount of time on this dialogue. I spent like 3 hours refining it to make sure it took the lore.
Chapter 2 looks
Oh,
phenomenal.
wow.
I remember when you played
This
Spider
that I
Spirits.
really think should have been improved
Genuinely
is
made my
this
year.
fight.
Much love. All
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I
no, it was
trust me.
done real quick.
I yelled at Geese about this for ages and nothing ever changed.
Because really, all you
Damn.
need to do is just jump on her right where she is now.
Do you think I know how to code, bro? I just wanted something other than first-person gameplay.
It's fine. The big issue is that Molly's hitbox was everywhere and had no cooldown.
True. Honestly.
So if we ever do another arcade game with a boss, I will scream at Geese to give enemies a cooldown, because you can just like run into them. You don't even have to jump on them, and like if you're like even slightly on, yeah, it'll just eat her HP instantly.
2D bosses are like a very fine line. If that makes sense. Like,
Yeah, no, for sure. That's one of those things like I've brought up multiple times that we're just gonna have to redo that entire system because it is.
Yeah.
Are they gonna redo that too?
Okay,
Oh
who's
my
playing
god.
with their keys right now?
Don't worry.
Veto?
Whatever,
Not me.
whatever is needed. Like, whatever's needed. I'm in for the long haul. You got a 2D platformer. I am there, whether you want me there or not.
I saw a ball just roll down the stairs.
Guys, I think he likes 2D platformers.
Look at the tricks.
Oh, I do kind of like them. This is so much better. There is, oh my god, the amount of colorblind testing that went into this area.
The drift Molly just performed.
Right, yeah. I remember when it was just blocks.
Peace.
And then they got rid of the blocks and then made them into propellers. That was a cool design change.
I'm sure you can.
Because, you know, it was
I'm just running through it. I probably
This area
could
looks a lot better than I remember.
It just makes
we
sense.
did a bit of revamp in the.
I know the code from memory.
Makes sense when everything is
I
like
normally
plain
do, but
themed.
I've not played this in so long. I think it's. Ooh, do I say it out loud without?
One of them you don't change at all.
Yeah, it's red star. It's red star, green triangle, yellow circle, star. for the
Blue
last
star.
color. I could be wrong.
Yep.
I think it's star.
There's like the one. There's like the one real puzzle in IP. Well, I guess
barely.
technically there's another one now if you do the little funny thing at the end of
Yeah,
step
Blue
one.
Star.
And bird.
I always
I remember
remember
it
Blue
was
Star
it was an
because
issue at one
of
point
Warrior
that people
Cats.
saw the circle and thought it was a sun.
Unironically,
that was my
I
problem.
remember Blue
Yeah,
Star because of
we-
Warrior
We
Cats.
purposely like hollowed it out, which is
Yeah,
better in
There
testing.
was.
But
I am an absolute dog shit player at horror games, which made me genuinely invaluable for testing this because I ran into problems too stupid for anyone else to catch.
whoa, what the fuck? Oh, I think I landed. Oh, I was on a ball.
Oh yeah, you can
Unreal Engine
you can
physics.
be on
dude.
the ball and it'll spin around with you on it. I've
Yeah.
done that before for like an hour.
I've done that before too, and
funny.
it's
Ooh, you
funny
picked on
because
the
that's
ball.
usually my telltale sign that like it's an Unreal Engine game because the physics operate like that. And it's so
Yeah.
funny. Yeah.
Oh
I
my
forgot
god.
about that. Oh, that's so fire.
They call it chaos physics for a reason, dude.
One of the runs I was doing with like a modified FPS number and shit, I managed to get myself thrown out of the map on low frame rate with
That's
the ball.
awesome. That's awesome.
Awesome.
Do we think we're on world record pace?
I
Also, you
forgot-
can hear the broken evil music again.
Yeah, it gets evil as soon as you do the one.
I think I
Yeah.
forgot, guys. Okay.
He forgore.
I know that's right. I know that's
You want me to
right.
go? You want,
He forgore.
you want me to go?
No.
It's Red
Yeah.
Star. Was
No, Blue Star is correct.
I know that star. Is Red Star too?
Creator of the game, everybody.
Sorry, guys. I forgot.
Fantastic.
You're
Was that
forgore.
Undertale sound
Being
effects?
silly.
Geese has been too busy working on Chapter 2 to polish his speedrunning tactics for Chapter 1.
Sorry, guys.
Been too busy working.
Believe it or
Yeah.
not. Believe it
Yeah,
or
what
not,
an Indigo
I've
Park
been
noob. Who is this guy?
doing a lot.
There's Geese
Working
Geese has
instead of
been-
playing your game.
Between the Kickstarter stuff and Chapter 2 work, I've seen few people work harder than Geese, genuinely, every
Oh,
single day.
Animation
Thank
glitch.
you, Go. I appreciate it. Now, by the
Yeah,
way,
big
Chad, if
ol'
you guys
Molly
didn't
bug.
know, there is a bug where you can just stand here and not activate this chase, and if you wait long enough, Molly falls into the ground out of bounds forever, and then she just doesn't spawn. So you can just go through this chase without, like...
There's a level
That's
out
so
back
sweet.
that is still better.
Big mobile
That is still better than what happened before because the first time I
Why
played
didn't he get the
that
plushie?
door didn't close when Molly's opened, and I kept running out of it because I have no sense of direction.
He didn't get the plushie.
And Molly just ground her head into the wall forever. And you could not progress.
I
until
do
you let her
remember
kill
that.
you.
Okay, that's a very funny
Yeah.
bug.
There's the iconic song that I did. That's my magnum
Yeah.
opus.
I love how it
One.
gets all
I
moldy and
think- I
grimy
remember
down
you had,
here.
like, almost the entire thing the first time. I'm like, well, it's Molly. Can you put like the propeller
Although-
sound in there?
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about
The landing pad in general
this
looks a little
super
too
cursed
polished.
Sonovox record called Wizard the Talking Aeroplane, where they like basically do the talk box thing where they put the human voice over the sound effects. They have the thing sounding like absolute hell going. I'm like, oh, that would be a really fun touch to the song.
That's fun.
Yeah, with the few updates we did here for 1.1, I think it looks better, but I'd love to
Yeah.
redo
These,
this
you're not
chase
going to
as
show
well.
off the very cool death art?
Got the collectible.
I can die real quick. Watch her fly.
Oh yeah, Frank Mach 10 down that hallway.
She does go Mach 10 down that hallway.
I love this art. I love the new art.
Yeah, Apostle popped off. And
Apostle,
very quick too.
Apostle is so good at horror monster art.
So cool.
This is a really,
Cannot-
really good.
Cannot wait to see.
Molly can repeat
Really good
words
death
that she's
screen.
heard. Don't be fooled.
And then we
Cannot
never
wait to
use that as a
see.
mechanic.
Yep.
Great game development, guys. Good
Yeah.
job, everyone. We did a great work.
Okay, so they acknowledge that.
Oh, and there's the
Oh,
cutscene
there's
playing.
Yeah, that's the glitch.
I love game development. We did such a good job, guys. Oh my goodness.
Wait, a cutscene played?
To be confident.
Yeah.
I'm here to fix everything.
The double play too. Oh
Yeah,
my god,
the-
this is rough, dude.
I actually don't know how you managed to get
I
the double
don't.
play.
Missed the collectible again. What is he doing?
Go. I remember
Why
it
does
used
he
to be
keep
really
doing
hard
that?
for me to beat this chase sequence because I was doing it on a super old laggy laptop, but
He
after,
keeps
like,
leaving her
fun projects,
behind.
Nice. I think I did my first try with this like on one go. I didn't have any issues. I don't think.
That's the hard thing about like game development, like having people test, because there were multiple like people who tested the game that I'm like, oh, I need to make this a lot easier, and then I'd give it to the next person and they like don't even like think about it. It's like, oh, okay, I'm
Wait,
done.
that's the thing. You got to keep in mind that the audience that plays these games for a living and the audience that plays these games for fun are very, very different.
Oh well,
That's
to be
like
fair,
why-
like
yeah.
I think it was the person who did it with no flaws, like instantly, was just Cade Dev, and he
Yeah,
doesn't really
no,
play
that-
these
that's
games.
Cam.
He just plays games from time to time,
He
and he's like,
This area would benefit a lot out of branching paths.
He FCs FNF songs. What do you expect?
That's different than
Yeah.
walking around in an environment.
But he still gets the rambly head every time.
Yes, yes, it's very different. Oh my
But
god.
is it?
this right now.
Why does he keep getting the rambly head but not the bally head? Like, I feel like the next chaos, maybe, or
That's
the
why
the next
so many
kiosk,
games
he's
are
gonna look
ridiculous
and be
hard,
like,
'cause they would just have
oh,
the
I
devs
didn't
test
get
and
the
they'd say
Molly
it's too
collectible.
easy because they'd spent all that time on it.
Right.
That makes so much sense, actually.
Another great line here.
Come on in, new stuff.
Another great
And then you
rambling
get
line.
to
It's
sit
so much
here and
fun
just
with that
wait.
one.
Yo, she
Yeah.
looks so evil with those lights.
Yeah.
If you actually time it right, you can walk back out in that hallway and get stuck behind the door.
I don't
So
think so.
much.
He used to be
So
able
much.
to though. I could be
The
wrong.
happy little music. That's what the music was composed for first. Just so it'd be like the least thematically appropriate.
Amazing.
Nice fun little reprise.
Part of our policy here at Indigo Park, so I need to be honest about something. The park has been inactive for years. Employees stopped showing up. Guests too.
Sad little leitmotif.
He's so sad, dude.
I just was so excited.
I love doing sad leitmotifs.
Sadly.
So freaking sad. I want to
Sad rambly.
Confined to the entrance for so long, I didn't realize just how much disrepair the park has fallen into.
I cried.
Wasting all of your fun.
Never forget.
Oh yeah, there's smear frames here.
But I
What
haven't.
are your qualifications?
This was a really interesting one.
For my life.
Animation-wise, especially.
The smears are my favorite.
This one was done by Ham and Renku. Renku did the second half, I believe.
Yeah, it has sort of a
What's the
switch
smears?
Yeah.
midway through.
Which Renku's already done quite a bit for Saturn 2 as well, so.
And that is the tail switch that launched a million gifts.
Yes.
Okay. Welcome
Yes.
to the crew, rookie
It
wrangler.
is.
Your first
So many
official
people
job
skip
was
this one.
Including me, dude. Lame. Boring. Boring. Boring.
I like how he
yap sesh.
continues explaining as his voice just fades away.
accessible by royal wranglers.
I like how no one actually
One thing
goes
that I do
there
like about Lumen is its
to
reflection.
try and
The
get out
lighting-
that door.
the global
They only
illumination's
come
kind of
for the
fast, but the reflections
special
look pretty good with
edition
Lumen.
But that's cheating.
Lloyd
It's just ray
plushie.
trace reflections.
Are you gonna click the ramblies?
Do I need to do the Easter egg, guys?
Oh, the Easter
I
egg.
haven't talked about the Easter egg publicly. So if you have all of the collectibles, this door opens.
Wait,
This is
so
kind of
he
like
did get the bird?
an office.
What?
There was plans to do something with that since like 1.0, but it never got done in 1.0, so it got added in 1.1.
Yeah, 1.1 it worked out well because then we kind of tied it into the other lore stuff. Let's see.
Yeah, it
Let's
was-
see if I could figure out where I hid all of these.
Yeah.
Like months ago.
I
So
missed
there's
this
one
last
there.
time, so I actually
This
can't
really
wait to
threw
see
me off
this.
when I first played it because they don't get collected; they just stop being.
A
like,
lot of
selectable.
people get confused about that. And the reality of what this should have been is they shouldn't highlight whenever you look at them. That's
Yeah.
kind of what I was going for, because I've had so many people report like there's a bug where like I can't collect the little Ramblies, but like it looks like I'm collecting them, and I'm like, well, it's for an Easter egg.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've already forgotten one somewhere, but
There's like one in a
Yeah, you
bush,
walked
I
by
think.
one.
there's one here.
Oh, there's one
There's
there.
one,
It's in the
Yeah.
grass.
Well, I know there's one back there too. One here.
Oh,
Shut up.
I hope you didn't trigger.
Wow.
I don't think you
Disrespect.
triggered. I don't think you triggered the cutoff yet. Yeah, there's the bush one.
Okay. Did I get?
I don't think there's one in that bush.
Okay, I'm actually
Feel like
excited
I
to
got
see
a
what
ball,
happens here.
but
I don't think there's any confirmation built in.
no,
You can
it's
go
just
check.
you just have to go check.
Kind of sucks. The only good hiding spots are in foliage.
How many are there?
I don't remember. I did get that.
Yeah,
one.
you got that one.
I think there were 5, but I'm not.
I think you got 5.
Find my Ramblies.
Yeah, it works.
There you go.
And
Oh,
then you get
nice.
the lore. And
Get
you
the lore.
solve
Oh
that.
my god, it's
You got the mystery lore.
I'm so here for Gravity Falls codes.
Yeah. We
There
all
will-
love the old classic lore shows.
And then a lot of people, there are a handful of people who didn't know this. After you do that, this one appears. So
Oh!
that'll help you with your problem solving.
That'll help you on your quest to figure out why the park is indigo.
Why is the park indigo? Oh, I didn't make sure.
Do
Well,
any
we obviously got
collectible?
all the collectibles, but
Yep.
we'll cycle through them for nostalgia's sake, I suppose.
Yeah.
Just
There's a lot of
indigo
I have a
all
lot of
over
fun
the
memories.
place.
I have a lot of fun memories directing these.
Okay, he did get the molly.
My only piece of dialogue, dude. I'm a pro voice actor.
Ooh, looks like there's an audio
Yeah, this was the only one. I did this stuff. I did the Rambly talk,
Let's listen.
but Geese wrote the conversation.
Jackson, you hear about the new mascots?
Yeah, think it'll put us out of a job?
I think so. Old sport.
Old
And
sport.
right after we got this damn raccoon costume.
Man, screw this place. I say we get our asses out of here and go straight to Vegas.
Yeah, let's cast him as Rambly.
Why do they both sound like they're from 2 different eras?
That's kind of the bit.
Forward to that.
So I've had a lot of people like, oh my god, the voice acting in Indigo Park sucks specifically for that line. And I've had people say like, oh,
It's
the
meant to
delivery is so
suck.
flat. Well, no shit. It's based off of the wise guy text to speech that they use for specifically Day Shift at Freddy's, that's what that's a reference to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
I used to think
remember
this
when,
was The Great
Geese got to that, he,
Gatsby,
like,
but
approached me and said, "Hey, can you like do the wise guy voice, but as an actual voice? Because I don't want people to think we're like trying to replace voice actors." I'm like, "Of course I can do that. It's an easy kind of sound to do." Because I've heard it a million times before in like the Garfield memes.
Right. And
legend.
I decided like, okay, I'm gonna do the voice for that just because I had done like a lot of playthroughs and I've interacted with DirectAuto and stuff. So it made sense that like, okay, the player character from that game being voiced by me makes sense in like the greater view if you're aware of like the fact that I covered Day Shift at Freddy's on my channel and stuff.
Yeah.
There's part of me that whenever we go to remake this, I might get the voice actor for Jack. To come in and do that line.
Oh, that would be
Make
cool.
a little bit more sense, or make a little bit more sense than my voice. But it's fun, and I thought having someone do that voice instead of just doing text to speech felt good. So
That would be
and then the other
so
reference
cool.
one was
Hey,
to,
buddy, did you
play
dig
time
that
with
out of the
Percy.
lost and found, or was it in the trash? No surprise to guess that our park would dispose of a non-Indigo brand toy. I suppose he'd make playtime special for a child with poor taste, though.
This one was really fun because I wrote this like really mean rambly line. I'm like, Geese, is this? I'm like, Geese, is this okay? Because this is like your friend. Make sure they approve it. And then Geese showed it to the Playtime with Percy guy. He's like, no, that's hilarious. I love it. And because of that, that established the trait that Rambly like has this obsession with Indigo brand products and thinks anything Indigo makes is better than any competitor by default, and everything else is trash.
Right.
Twist the knife, why don't you?
Whoa, where'd you get that? Rambleberries are my favorite. Oh, if only I could jump out of the screen to take a big bite. Don't eat it! Maybe I'll be able to one day.
I love that.
Why did he say that? Why did he say that? Why did he say that? Why did he say
Please
that?
tell me that's
Everyone-
foreshadowing or something.
Everyone was like that for that. I'm like,
Why
I
do you
just
say
think it's
that?
really funny, like that you're dangling this berry in front of Rambly, and Rambly is just immediately thinking, maybe one day I'll somehow be able to eat this pixel berry you somehow brought into the real world.
It's like, what do you mean by that?
Well,
like
he
it
was
so-
able to take the pixel berry into the real world, so he could just put it back into the digital
The
one.
entire,
surely.
the entire history of the Rambleberry is so funny because it was just Geese like sprited out a raspberry and posted it in chat, said yummers, and I'm like, it's Rambleberries, and that just stuck. That just stuck from then on.
Holy shake, yummers.
That's where the Rambleberry wood came from. It's just me
That is a great sound clip.
For some reason, the
Yummers.
Fresh Rambleberry juice drunk directly out of my plastic, lifeless head.
Now this
Remember when
one's
people
fun.
didn't click-
This was so
didn't
much
click
fun.
those?
The Raction
I
figure.
got this. I know the commercial by heart.
This was my favorite.
Wow, it's the unlimited edition Rambly the Raccoon Raction figure. Push him down and he jumps. Push him up and he doesn't. Only $19.99 at your favorite toy store.
This one was really fun.
Someone's
because
got a
initially
dog.
We were just gonna have Rambly read it out, but then we started talking about. I'm like, oh, there's like lots and lots of trains, and Vito just got so excited and started doing the lots and
I
lots
love
of
that
train
commercial.
voice. And I'm like, wait, Geese, like, okay, if you want, I will write some background music that sounds like a crappy old '90s toy ad, and then we can have Vito do the voice for it. And he's like, yeah, let's do it. And it came out so fun. I think that's one of the only tracks because it's so short that also isn't on the Indigo Park
Wait.
OST, like the instrumental for that.
Wait, so Vito did
One
that.
day I would love to make that into a real
So Rambly's voice actor
Especially
did
if
that
we
ad.
have done, like,
That makes it
periods
better.
kind of
That makes it
similar.
even better.
I think it would be.
And I have a Rambly railroad costume too.
He
I would love to do
what?
it as, like a full like cheesy ad. That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
But
It kind of reminded me of the Buzz Lightyear ad in
As I
Toy
said,
Story.
This is inspired by the Gold Mario amiibo.
The nail for those things when they came out. Seriously, our employees had to clean up so many stray teeth and nails. Hard to believe there was all that demand for a regular Rambly plush we just blasted with gold spray paint.
wonderful.
Molly. She's always been my best friend. Did you know she builds planes in her landing pad at the park? And then she crashes them. She's so talented.
I think I just like had her talk about. I think I just had her talk about.
Do you talk
crashing
with the
planes
people
in the
that
dialogue, and it just stuck
made
to, I
Indigo
can't
Park?
remember.
Yes, everyone
that's
here.
one thing I was pushing for.
Everyone
as a
here
reference to,
made Indigo Park, including Yannikis himself.
like Disney, like the idea of like one, why is there a bird flying a plane? Like just
Yeah,
fly.
that's
and
the
I
does it.
just
And
noticed
then
he's
two, it's like
wearing the
okay,
merch.
so she sucks at flying too. So that's extra funny. So I was like really pushing for that early.
He's wearing the
that
the
was
merch
that
of
was, that was when I wasn't 100% on.
Rambly and Lloyd.
I'm very happy that that's like Molly's trait is like I
She
suck at
crashes
flying,
things.
but I like that because that's cool.
Bit
But she keeps
misogynistic,
trying. She's really determined.
but you
and
know,
that's, like, that's one of the most fun parts of her.
I don't think it was meant to, but yeah.
No, he's really shy. Like too shy. Like obnoxiously shy. But he's got a good heart. I hope you get to meet him someday.
He throws so much shade.
I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will.
I wonder if we'll meet him someday.
I would love to meet him.
Speaking
Someday.
of,
I would
Yeah.
love to meet him someday.
Pretty
It'll
soon.
be really fun. It'll be really fun.
And then
Only he showed up in a trailer or something.
boy. Everyone replays that at least once. Because
Yes.
they do not expect it to be that fast.
Yeah, it's so funny.
It's just so minimal. I remember, like, I wanted Lloyd to have the least dialogue, just for it to be skipped, and like, it'd be funny if Rambly like barely has anything to say about him in return.
It's great.
Congratulations! You found me! Don't I look adorable?
You do.
Oh, it got cut off.
Cut off.
I love it.
Cut off.
It's so bad. It's such a
Got cut off.
Congratulations! You found me! Don't I look adorable?
Oh,
like, the
what?
more you play it, the less
It didn't there.
You found me! Don't I look adorable?
Yeah, he gets the whole word off after the first time.
Okay, that's weird.
Years. Those used to fly off the shelves. That pair's pretty damaged, though. Keep your eyes peeled. There's gotta be at least one more mint condition set out there somewhere. Like a yard sale.
So this one was like a joke where it's like setting up like, oh, there's a new collectible to find. I'm like, oh, no, you just go to a yard sale and find one. It's not in the park. What, did you think I'd put another one in the park?
Yeah. It's. I'm iffy about that one. I think it works, but
Yeah,
It's
not-
interesting
not
to
my
see
best,
what
not
are
my best.
jokes and
This
what
one,
are
however,
like
Retroloid, I'm really proud of.
genuine foreshadowing.
It's really fun.
Why we even have those. And why do they only make one of Lloyd? Is it because he's the loudest? I can be loud too! Where's my limited edition throwback plush? Where's Molly's? Where's Finley's? Give this mistake to a child and they'll cry.
This one, I don't know what the hell
Chills.
Jake did to the word cry, but it makes the entire line.
yeah, I love
Chills
that
every time.
Yes.
one. I love that. That
It's so savage.
that was chapter 1. There
Yeah.
wasn't much in it.
Well, there's one more thing. There's one more thing that might have had an impact on how well this game
I don't
did.
know. I think we can just close the game right now.
Just close the game right now.
Yeah,
Close
do
the
you want to
game
enter
No.
chapter 2?
Yeah, it's not. It's just it's like it's not. It's pretty much nothing else. It's just same old, same old.
Yeah, there's not much. There's not much going on. I don't know. Now, what's going to be funny here is everyone in chat has probably seen the teaser that we put out today. If you haven't already, go check it out.
Oh, God.
Compare what you saw to what you're about to see.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh my. Oh lord.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, so that implies that it is the same Finley.
He evolved. He had a Godzilla evolution. He evolved.
You okay? You look kind of tired.
I am okay.
Need a moment? Don't worry.
I
it's
do need a
fine.
moment.
I don't
Remember
blame
when
you
I
for the
broke the
rest of
Get
credits?
your lighters out.
Poppy playtime looking fucking tiling below the thing.
I like that tile.
But before you settle down,
Same.
you up for a little survey to help us improve the park? Thanks for visiting Indigo Park. Hope all your dreams came true. If you've got some time and you're up for a lark, stick around for the
did such a
Rambly
great job
review.
with this.
I'm here to offer my best to each
everyone that
valuable
touches
guest
good.
I
It was-
assist.
Still remember the Borg credits? Yeah.
This song.
I don't know if they know about that,
was great. I
but
liked-
it's
it was very
it's
late
good.
development. I think Lisa just played Tornado Pet. Obviously, we're very Portal inspired, and Portal has the songs. And Geese is like, "Man, I wish we could have a song." And I said, "You can." And it's like, "Are you sure, dude?" I'm like, "You can. I will make it." And I made it. I think I demoed the song that same night, and it was just immediately we knew that was what it was.
Yeah.
I arranged it. I spent a ridiculous amount of time working with Vito. Tia, thank you for the chat in my chat. Happy early birthday. I'm not super late. No problem. Okay, but yeah, no, I remember in particular the line we did the most retakes on for this was the please at the end. I like made Vito do that like 20 or 30 times until I could get the perfect amount.
Top clip of 2024. Oh my god,
to
was
make
it?
people feel bad for Rambly.
That is, if you want to keep
And it
I
worked.
also wanted the song to have like a really nostalgic feel, so I took a lot of instruments that sounded like the Wii Shop theme.
Yeah.
So I
Oh my
figured a lot of
gosh.
our players might have grown up with Wii's,
Yeah.
and I'm
it
very
hits.
happy with how it turned out. It hits. Then I got them in the very last part, one of my favorite instruments
Ooh,
ever.
that's a lot of
is
Patriots.
violins on the Super Nintendo. There's a specific way they sample that makes them so sweet and nostalgic, and they just feel so good. And I knew I had to put them in the end. And I'm so glad I did.
I don't think that's all of them though.
Indigo Park, there is a Stark.
You can hear them come in there.
Everything I know this place should
It's little, it's plotting, it's everything Indigo Park needed.
I'm not sure if anyone's tried to pause the credits, mind you.
One of my favorite songs.
It was
I've
very
ever
much an
composed
accidental
easily.
discovery, but it's funny.
Makes me very nostalgic to hear this again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it makes me nostalgic every time I listen to it, even though it's only a year old.
Right.
It does. It feels much older than that.
It does
That's
feel
because I
older.
use a lot of Wii instruments.
That's so fair.
Not specifically Wii ones, but the Wii itself was using a lot of like Famicom disk system instruments, so I use those. So it's like nostalgia on nostalgia.
Yeah. You did a really good job in like really.
See you next time, buddy. Please.
There it is.
So after so many retakes, I knew instantly we had that one. I'm like, that's the one.
Yeah. It's
Yep.
great. It's so good.
And the classic.
Huzzah. I love it. So good.
Mm-hmm.
I
The
love
best.
it.
What a video game.
For over 2 years now.
Over 2 years.
Yep. Crazy.
What?
Crazy ride.
No,
Audio
no,
or
no,
no?
don't do that. Don't do that. I was like, that's not right. Oh yeah, they have this glitch now,
Oh, so on your
where it's just
Oh, is it the stream?
yeah, it was the stream. It was fine on my end.
Yeah.
where there's no picture after you're done with it.
Yeah, it was like I think
After the
showed
credits
me- Yeah, the stream,
sequence,
like,
there's
wrapped
just
itself, I think. I'm not sure.
none.
I thought something got into the
Also,
mainframe.
I just want to share a fun little memory that I have. Just now.
Yeah, go for it.
I remember once I was watching one of Mason's streams. I don't remember what game he was playing, but he talked about a concept for a horror game that he thought of, and then said that he probably wouldn't go through with it though because he's not a game developer. And look at where we are now.
Oh,
This is true. Worked out pretty well.
I'm glad he
Worked out pretty
did.
well. I am just excited and nervous and hyped up in every emotion about the future and chapter 2 and hopefully making this better. So I'm excited.
I think you're doing a great job.
I'm excited for
Oh,
all of us.
absolutely.
It's gonna be
We would not have this game without you actually being willing to develop something original in the mascot horror space, which is frightening to do.
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's really scary to try a new project.
I'm just excited, and I'm so happy that I get to work with so many good people, dude. It's
For
crazy.
sure. I love working on this team. Indigo Park is my favorite thing I've ever made as a whole. And I cannot wait
Me
until
too.
everyone gets to hear the full insane story I've been building for this thing for like the past year and some change and many more years to come.
I am so excited. We got some cool stuff. I
It's
wish
nice
I
that
could
they're
share more
just as
about
excited
chapter
as
2
we
in
are.
particular, but I gotta hold off, man. It's
I mean,
watch the
like,
game.
we can give one little. We can give one little spoiler. Rambly says the.
Oh my God! Whoa.
He also says
You can't spoil the game like that.
he also says buddy.
There he does say buddy.
He does say buddy.
Wow.
You're going to leak the entire game like this.
There you go. The two.
He does
two
say
big
and.
lines.
Well,
Says
that's half
and.
the dialogue already, so.
The buddy ands just over and over again. It's just all of Rambly's dialogue now.
And the buddy, and the buddy, and
It's like
The
one of
buddy
those
and.
old- It's like one of those old like books where you would be able to press the picture next to the book you were reading, and it would say like, "Wow, fun." Dishwashing sound, car horn, car crash, ambulance. And then just be like all these buttons for it next to Mickey learns how to make sponges. There's some random crap like that.
Oh God. Let's see, how's the teaser doing? Damn, 56,000 views already. That's
That
pretty
is
good.
crazy.
That's
Absolutely wild.
We'll take that.
Absolutely
I keep
wild.
getting confused between like
I'll take
his
it, I'll take
notifications and mine.
I'm glad.
It's
I'm
funny.
glad it's doing well.
Cool. Well, with that, I think I'm gonna go ahead and start wrapping it up. Is there anything else anyone on
Oh,
the dev
thanks for the
team wants
hydratement.
to yap about or say here?
Unique is really cool.
Yeah,
Thank you,
Geese is
Amber.
really cool.
Go subscribe.
Keep your eyes on the channel and keep on
Listen to the
keep on
soundtrack.
watching. Listen to the sound. Stream the soundtrack. That's how I make a living.
Yeah, stream the soundtrack.
I'm really hard on it.
Yeah.
There's gonna be so many
Yes.
more tracks. I'm very excited about the music I've scored for Chapter 2 so far. I've gotten so many more sound kits. I feel like I've really improved as a musician. I
Oh
cannot
yeah,
wait
some
to
of the
hear, like,
tracks for Chapter 2 are really sick. So I'm
Ooh,
excited. We're
I
gonna
can't
have
wait
a
to hear
lot,
those.
I don't want to say like how much, but we'll have a decent amount of content for you guys. This upcoming Saturday, we'll be down at down in Atlanta for MomoCon.
Yeah.
There's a Welcome to Indigo Park panel that I'll be hosting.
Oh.
I think we'll end up having all of the voice actors there.
Oh my
minus
God.
Sin, unfortunately.
I wish I
But,
could go.
I think everyone, all of like the main character voices, I think are going to be there, so that'll be really cool. That'd be sick. I think before I wrap it up, I want to read through all these like little dono messages and see if there's any questions for the team or anything. Leo says, shout out to the Entire team and thank you all. Thank you, Leo. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Ashy, thank you so much. More lore, best lore. Very true, very true.
Can't argue with that,
Danny
yeah.
Page of Light says, what are your qualifications? I'm running for my life. You're hired. No, that's literally like
Yeah.
the plot of Indigo Park. And like,
yep.
As we were working on chapter 2, it becomes a question of like, okay, so where do we go from here? Like, what is the player's motivation? Like, why is Rambly like what is Rambly gonna do with the player? And chapter 1 leaves you basically getting hired. So you go into chapter 2 as a new rookie wrangler is the whole concept here. So
very fun.
It'll be fun to see how that shifts the dynamic
Yeah,
between
it's
the
like
player and Rambly.
Curiosity killed the cat.
But it'll be cool.
But yeah, suddenly
I can't
you are
wait to
staff
have all
now.
my stuff signed by everyone
Very
behind
nice.
Indigo Park.
That's awesome, Ashley. Thank you so much. Let's see. Bonnie says, "I love to hear Rambly's song. I would love to hear Rambly's song Indigo Park later, like later songs. Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Happy
We'll see how that goes.
anniversary.
Okay, I'm a very busy man, but I will always make time for Rambo.
Yeah. Let's see.
Of course.
Ashley also said, you did a fantastic job on redoing Rambly's Railroad and the landing pad. Shout out to the entire team. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Ashley. My stream alert thing. Can I pull up my stream stuff somewhere else? Because it is like lagging as I'm trying to read through these.
So much support.
How's chapter 2 been so far? I think it's good. I mean, you guys can weigh in. I think development's going okay. I think it'll kind of speed up.
We did spend an entire call one night talking about Jackie's box.
That was a good night.
That was actually a great night for progress, unironically. Once we were done talking about Jackie's box, we had a breakthrough.
Yeah, no.
Oh my god.
Crafted Pin with the 5 says, hi, this is Crafted. I hope you enjoyed the recap animation. Oh, I want to play that real quick. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
Oh?
This is probably one of my, now that we've replayed chapter 1, I want to show you guys this. This is
okay.
Indigo Park recap animation. I'm assuming you're okay with me semi-reacting to it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
here we
haven't
go.
seen this yet because it got posted after I started streaming, so I'm kind of excited.
It's actually one of my favorite pieces of fan work because it's just so goofy.
Oh boy! I'm excited.
Oh, I can't wait to see this.
This is wonderful. Everyone, go check out Crafted Pin's channel if you haven't already.
This animation.
Aw.
Oh.
Smart people only.
Remaking the menu is very fun.
I've never seen this before. What the hell?
This looks awesome. Thank you, Isaac.
Hey, I want to go there.
A few moments later.
I have got to start learning how to think twice.
Oh crap. Hi there, welcome to Indigo Park. I'm Rambly the raccoon. Here you
Yeah,
can...
okay, I think I'm a go.
But wait, you're our first guest in over 2 weeks. You've got to see what we have here in the park. And lucky for you, it's Rambly Tuesday. That means you get negative 20% off your visit. Follow me to the gate.
But it's Sunday, though.
It's Saturday canonically in the game.
Walk right in, the gate's open.
Alright.
Or at least that's what it says on the
You're
monitor.
gonna have to go turn on the park's generator.
Problem solved.
And hold on, no,
That's one way to open it.
you can't.
Crowbar.
Yeah, you know I've got like hundreds of these things, right?
Crowbar.
Oh, fun.
Wheatley behavior, dude.
Now, pal, in order to you,
The PNG of the makeshift
a new way to interact with
plushie.
the park that also doubles as a pedometer, heart monitor, and... Wow, you were definitely not supposed to eat that.
And you are definitely not my dietitian, so shut up.
Oh, the door mysteriously locked. However, will you get out of here now?
Crowbar.
Crowbar.
The blatant Mickey Mouse statue.
Huh.
You know what's even more neat? I'll let you ride on my railroad for free.
Okay, but where is it? I hate that guy.
6.5 hours later.
Water.
buddy. They responded to your audition.
Where?
Oh, good, you're awake. Hey, you want to know why this ride means so much to me?
Yeah, I don't care.
I like trains.
What?
Great.
You can meet some of my...
Damn it, where's Family Guy on this thing?
There is no way you were this stupid.
I'm okay.
Oh, silly Molly. This is why you were suspended from your pilot license.
So what? They haven't caught me yet.
Wait, what?
Moving on. Hey there, Finley.
He's emo!
Oh, come on, Finley. Don't be like that. Put a smile on that long face of yours.
What's the point? Life is meaningless. The world is a giant ball of rock floating amongst grim darkness filled with slowly...
I love emo Finley.
So he likes My
Don't
Chemical
listen to him.
Romance.
He's just going through a phase.
It's not a phase! I hate you! I hate everything!
I want to go home. Oh, shut up, you're not broken.
Okay, let's go.
Oh,
yeah.
What? Who's him?
Actor extraordinaire! I also saw my
Hey, do you still have that crowbar?
What crowbar? Alexa, add bleach to my shopping list.
He's wearing no pants. Oh
Do
god.
not worry, I am not looking.
Well, that just makes eating you alive easier.
Sure.
Hey, get back in my mouth, you.
Okay, pal. Now you should go to Molly's.
What?
You have earned my respect.
Yeah, that sounds... Gregory, get in my hole.
No one's home. Go away.
Squawk, squawky, squawk.
Squawky squawk McSquawker squawk?
Okay, now I
cannot
actually
be
have a
saying that
reason to
stuff.
kill you.
It's like a bunch of
Crowbar.
Registered room. Here we have plenty of amenities and...
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that. Anyway, I know you've been through a lot, but the truth is, I had no idea how much this place has fallen apart. Do you think you can help me repair the park with nothing in return?
You know what? For you, buddy, I think I'd be willing to lend you a hand.
Oh my goodness, really?
Nope. Wait, what the?
You can't leave. You have to make a part 2 to this video.
Crap.
At Indigo Park.
That's great. That was great.
Who did that for Rambly was pretty good.
It was
that
crafted.
Was a really good
Same dude.
Oh,
yeah. I liked Molly.
Good
Molly's voice in there had me cackling.
Yeah.
I think I've seen this before.
I laughed my ass off at this. God damn it, more F and F people involved, bro. God damn it.
There's always more F and F people.
Isn't that
Yay.
beautiful?
It's so silly. I love it. But yeah, I quite like this, so go support that if you guys haven't already.
That's great.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Awesome. Fun little animation. Did I get
Gamers? I get a bounce.
All right.
But it was very fun.
Yeah.
I'll
Happy
see you
1 year.
around. See you. See ya.
Bye, Seek.
Bye.
Let me
Listen
get
to the soundtrack.
Yeah, listen to the soundtrack.
Listen to the soundtrack.
Let me read through the rest of these real quick. Penkaru, my goat, with the 5 says, "Congratulations on the anniversary. Super happy for you and your team. Can't wait to see more in the future." Of course, Pen. Of course. Let's see. Where were we at? Let's see. Autumn says, "Happy 1 year anniversary. Chapter 2 looks phenomenal. I remember when you played Spite of Spirits. Genuinely made my year." Awesome. Yeah. Welcome back in, Autumn. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for the support. Appreciate it. Ashy says, "Hey Geese, I have a question. What is Rambly's middle name? Is it actually the?" I can't comment on that. That's like chapter 20,000 lore. You'll find that out after the
Okay.
game's over.
Okay, okay.
It's a big secret. The is the placeholder right now for you in the community.
So
RC, thank you so much
maybe
for the
it's
resub.
maybe
Happy
it's
1
maybe
year
it's
of
Theodore.
existing Indigo Park. So true.
Because the
happy
is
Spinda
the
with
start
resub as
like
well.
the first three
Genuinely
letters of
incredible to
Theodore.
see what y'all have accomplished in a year. I'll catch up to that in a second, guys. Genuinely incredible to see what you've accomplished in a year. Longtime Mason fan. That's a strange way to put it. Anyways, Indigo Park team, what would you do if there was a shark in your living room?
What would the shark be able to do in the living room?
I'd move away from in ocean state for sure.
True.
Jump out my window.
Jump out my window.
Well, like,
I'd just look at the shark and be like, how queer.
Psycho with the 100, thank you. 100 bits. Cyber Raider, thank you for the prime. JS Geek, thank you so much for gifting out a sub. David, thank you so much for the prime. Zarel says Wambly, so true. Abstracted Beams, thank you so much for the raid. Caden Timms, thank you so much for being a member.
Hey, yes, some
I think
Wambly.
I'm caught up there. And then we had a couple more up here. Real Polet. I have not heard that name. Happy first anniversary. I wish you and the entire team the very best. Well, thank you so much. And then Vizard said, is the Molly head going to be at MomoCon? This year, no. Because I have to fly down. There will be cool Indigo Park stuff at the con. I can tell you that much. The Molly head is just such like a delicate piece that if I'm going to take it to a con like that, I need to drive down. And this year I just don't have the time to drive, and I'm just going to be flying.
I respect that.
So I don't want to risk like
As
shipping
a
the Molly head.
like
and
as a
getting lost in
fursuiter,
transit or anything. So
I definitely.
What I've been
yeah.
saying is this year, if the turnout to the panel is good, and then people end up liking what we're doing with like our booth, next year I'd like to do like a big proper booth where we like sell merch and we have like props like this, and I'll probably commission.
I'm surprised they're not doing it
some more stuff
already.
Stuff,
but yeah.
Molly will be staying here this year for MomoCon, but she'll be happy. She doesn't like flying much anymore anyway, so.
Aww.
You know, that's good.
I didn't even realize the Molly head is behind you.
Yeah, no, the Molly head's just chilling behind me. She's great, dude.
Still giggling at the recap. It was a very good recap.
That's such a cool piece. I'm glad to have the Molly head, but she'll be at cons in the future, assuming that people receive the con stuff well.
Hey, Feather, what's up?
Put more time and money into it. But my middle name is also the awesome too. So anyway, guys, I think with that, I'm gonna wrap up the stream. Go support and go share the teaser trailer. Helps us kind of gauge how excited you guys are for this stuff. And yeah, we'll just kind of cut it there. Thank you guys so much for a year of Indigo Park. We got a lot of more cool stuff coming. Wait, my dono got overlooked. Let's see where.
Oh, was that the one that's right at the end?
No.
There's one person. TXL said my middle name is also the.
I got that one.
I know there was one about there was one about like a lion fursuit. I remember watching that one and hearing it.
Yeah, it's like there's over 1,000 people that here on YouTube this entire stream. I don't even know how many there are on Twitch.
I think about 200. So
that's crazy.
Pretty
That's
good turnout.
crazy.
Pretty good turnout. You guys are excited clearly for Indigo Park.
I think the last time I had that many viewers in a live stream was when Tricky V2 came out.
I was gonna say Tricky and like Imposter.
I don't think I'm ever gonna have that many.
Those are both big. Those were both really big.
Be heading down to Momo next year. Hi from Australia.
Yeah, I bet Rambly's misaligned tail that I'm gonna be heading down to Momo next year. Hi from Australia.
Misaligned
I'll
tail.
pick you up on that. I'll keep you accountable. Anyway, guys, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. But thank you everyone who came out to the stream. Bye everyone. See ya.
Right.
Keep an eye on stuff. Big news next week. Bye. Bye. Goodbye. 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 Ending the stream once this is done fading out. Awesome. Okay. Why won't the stream?
Why won't the stream end? Okay, interesting. There is something I want to do before I wrap it up for the night, so just give me 1 second. I just need to turn a light on because it is very, very dark.
If you stop and think about it, the letters are going.
The way he was just like, wait, we can stop and talk and think about this. That was so dramatic. Wait a minute! Excuse me? Are you okay, fine!
One says a gay location.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. I sneezed and a raid came in. Hi. Like a half-breed, what's up? Oh my god. Come on, come on.
Gotcha!
Come on. Let's go.
Stick around for the Rambly review. I'm here to offer my best to each valuable guest I assist. And lots of any fun.
I think I have a virus. I broke the song? What the song broke! Huh? Alright, that's a new one. Lots of any bind. I got the YouTube poop version.
That is, if you
lots
want
of
to
hat.
going. Oh, idea! I know all of this
And
isn't
lots of
fair
hat.
to you. It's an awful lot to ask.
Lots of hat.
But here comes Rambly review. At least I hope I do. At Indigo Park.
Yeah, that was something. I remember that being that's like my most iconic Alright, let's get that clip music back. There we go. Okay. There is oh for fuck's sake, why is there an ad now? Alright, I'll let that play and then we'll get on to the next thing. Just because I don't want anyone to miss out on it, you know? Okay, it's ended. Okay, yeah. I wanted to talk a little bit about, these. I wanted to talk about these. So, the terminal codes. Okay, so, from looking at them, my initial guess was, you know, that these were all, alphabet, right? So, I think, you know, the one with the Molly portrait, like, that's gotta be Molly. Like, I bet that spells Molly. What kind of sold it to me was, the two little, the two little crowns are next to each other, and, like, there's the right amount of letters there for Molly. And then, if those are two L's, it also looks to be, like, there's a crown in the exact same place where, Rambly's one should be, right? So it seems like they've made their own alphabet here. So, yeah, it looks like that says Molly, and that says Rambly. And we'd have to see what these other things say. So, let's do a thing here, let's do a thing. Let's try and decipher this right now. So, yeah, let's see. So that says Molly. There's no Y in Molly. It's an IE. So that would be why that is. And then, let's see, have an outline. See, I'm gonna just put it to like 10 or something. Select color. Okay. Just so that can be clear. I want this to be, you know, looked at clear. And I'm sure there's other people who've probably like, you know, they've probably already done this. I'm probably really late to the party, but also I don't care. I don't care. So, yeah, we've got this one. See, can I duplicate this? Yeah. And then this should say Rambly, so I'm just going to maybe space it out a little bit. Wait, oh, I changed the other one as well. Okay. it's yeah, we're gonna do this my own way, exactly. Okay. So copying and pasting literally just does that. That's annoying as hell because it would be a lot quicker to do it that way, but I guess not. Whatever, OBS. Whatever. Sure. I'm just gonna leave it like this, fuck it. Okay. So then if that spells that and that spells that, then okay, so we've got a few letters down then. Okay. So this one starts with a Y, it seems. And then there's an X as well. So Y, E. The O is an I. So I. The crown is an L. What the hell does that mean? I would have thought it said yield or something, but no, that's definitely an M. Yealum. Like, that definitely looks right, doesn't it? No, wait, hold on. Yeah, no, it does. Because the little Omicron sign is a Y. The X is definitely an E. And then the O is an I. Yeah, no, so it's gotta be. So maybe it's an anagram for something. It looks like Emily mixed up. Yeah, it does. Or it could be Miley. It could be Emily or Miley. Or Limey. It could mean a lot of things. Let's try the other one. Okay, so the other one, let's see. The other one starts with a... What does it start with? It starts with an M. And then an O. And I don't think we've discovered what that one is yet. Oh wait, no, hold on, it's an R, sorry. A. M. Moramu. What does that mean? Moramu. A cow furry? Yeah, who is Moramu? Do we have a cow? Is there a secret cow character in it? Interesting. Cow TFN. Oh man. That's cool. That's cool. That's... Yeah, I'm just double checking, making sure that this is correct, but yeah, it does look correct to me. Actually, wait, hold on. Hold on, wait. Yeah, that's definitely... Yeah, that looks right. That looks right. What if the bottom one is Limey and it's a British punk mascot like the graffiti? It could be anything. It really could be anything. See, what else is there here? What else do we have here? I know that they've done a few things here. A few code things, all the secret terminal codes. Isn't there... Did they put it on the Indigo Park site? Terminal? It's on the... Yeah, it was in the shop, isn't it? Yeah, shop terminal. An unlisted page on the Indigo Park website. And then there's pictures of lore and stuff in it, yeah. Okay. This is where we put all those. Okay, let's put those in here. I'm gonna fix my capture here. Alright, let's see here. Hi, Swift. Oh. Okay, so we got a picture of... It literally says closeddoor.png up here. It's just the inside of... where we ran away from Molly. So that appears to be, we were in this door, I believe. This is where it happened. So this is where the bird's head got cut off here. So we're in here by the end of it, I believe. And then this is the big blood trail that was left behind. Yeah, her body's gone. I'm standing by this regeneration theory that I have. It looks like something is happening here. I really love... You can see in the, You can see up here, it's just called closeddoor.png. Okay. And what was the other one then? It was, let me put it up again. No, that's not correct. Not Molly. Yeah, okay, so it's Yilm. So, Y-E-I-L-M. And then I believe there's probably a Rambly and a Molly one as well. Lloyd! It's Lloyd in a cage. And he seems to be bandaged. Okay, so we seem to have Lloyd in a cage. I wonder, does Gilliam stand for something? That's his claws? Oh yeah, sorry, wait, that is his claws. I thought it was a bandage. Yeah, no, those are just his claws. And that's just cage.png. The same cage as the Molly from the video game. Yeah, interestingly enough. And so if you put in Rambly and Molly... Oh, that's glitch. Okay, maybe these aren't. Maybe they're just there for... Yeah, okay. I guess they're there to try and give you hints as to, you know, the Indigo, alphabet. I know that they, yeah, I know that there's... I know that you can hear Molly say, you know, imply that she's in a cage. That there's... You know, the picture of the cage in the 2D thing. The 2D thing. The 2D game. Let's see, what else have we got? Let's see. Okay, so it seems that some people found extra ones somewhere. Yeah, she was tested on by Salem, that's true. What have we got here? There's other codes, it seems. Where did they get this from? I'm not sure where they got this from. Liram. I'm not sure where they got these from, but... What? Okay. Seems we have some sort of cube here, and... egg incubator. And then, just over here you can see that there's a picture of, a bird. And it looks like the file name is beginnings.png. So... does that imply that Molly was the first test subject, maybe? Oh, thanks for the lurk, Daryl. Yeah, no, it seems that this is, yeah, this is indeed Molly. The testing that they've done on her, it's definitely a very science labby kind of thing. We got Moramu, we got Yilam, and we got Rilry. Okay, we have not found that one yet. Oops. Let's go back here. I didn't mean to do that, so let's, yeah. Rilry? Okay, this is Lloyd's main stage. I don't remember there being a big blood trail here, so I don't think this is the night that we went in to see them. Or if it is, it happened after. I know that, you know, Molly does come up behind us after this, so, whatever's going on here. Yeah, it's stage.png. And then, yeah, okay, this must be really, really, really hidden code. First to release. Second made. Wonder what that could mean. First to release, second on made. First to... release how? Could it be from Molly? Yeah, I'm wondering, is that Molly's blood? Could be. Yeah, these are really cool. I love what Indigo Park has done with all of these codes and things. Like, they're really kind of trying to hype it up, sort of Gravity Falls style. I appreciate the hell out of that. They really give us something exciting to chew on, and while we wait for, you know, the next thing to come out and explain itself. Hmm. Is there more here? Oh, it seems there might be more somewhere. Protect you? Something? It's a bit obscured here. So it seems like there's a whole lot of things here. Yeah. But yeah, I love what they've done with the secret codes. Really cool. See, I imagine we probably found all of them. I don't know if there's anything more. Is there anything more? That's probably clickbait. I don't think that's a real thing. This is a really cute picture of them all. But yeah, love that. Chapter 2 is gonna be fantastic. I do think that it's, So it seems that, you know, it's probably going to be towards the end of this year. I have, I am one of their Patreon supporters, so I will be getting a key when it comes out. I've pretty much already paid for it. And, yeah. I will be getting a voice line from Rambly as well. So I can't wait for that. And I do want to, make it a thing for my streams. So, that's gonna be cool. You missed out on that? Ah. That's unfortunate. I basically, I got in, like, super fast when I saw that. I was like, ooh, yes, I'm taking that. And, you know, it wasn't even that expensive. I think it cost me... Oh god, I can't even remember because it was so long ago, but... I think I got it for, like €7 or something. It was crazy cheap. Yeah, if they do Chapter 3, if they do something like that, am I creating a Patreon? I have no reason to. At least, I don't think so. Did I get the Rambly plush? Yes, yes I did. Yes, I have my makeshift Rambly plush. Molly plush? I did not get Molly. Unfortunately. But, it says here, I have Rambly here, apparently there were only 18,575 of these made. So that's really cool. Yeah. If I could afford to get everything, I would. At the moment, I'm definitely a little bit tighter since I don't have a job anymore. That's why I'm doing commissions at the moment. But yeah, it is what it is. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Patreon is good for, you know, people that make, like, a lot of big, cool art, a lot, and, or like, they make games or something. At the moment, I don't really do that regularly enough to warrant a Patreon, and it's just like, you know, if people decide to sub to me on Twitch here, then that's all the support I need, really. Yeah, if you sub to me here, that's doing me a favor. So, and if you want art from me, then, you know, a good way is, I mean, I'll give you emotes if you sub at tier 3. You'll get one from me every month. Every month you sub for on tier 3, 4. Or you could just simply commission me. And that's how you get artwork from me. So, thank you, Wind. Yeah. YCHs. I'll have to see how much time I have left. Because I don't know how long I'm gonna be left in Ireland for. I could be gone in 2 weeks or something. So basically, I'm kind of crunching out them commissions as much as I can at the moment because I don't know how much time I have left. So I'll only take a few just to make sure that I have them all done before I go. I will have Maze emotes done before I go, for sure. I have half of them done already. I would work on the rest of them tonight if I didn't have to get up super early to go to Dublin tomorrow. Yeah, so this is not gonna be a late stream by any means. What do you mean I've been on for 2.5 hours? It doesn't feel like it has been that long, but apparently it has been. But you know what? I will say. I haven't really felt this energized about streaming in a long time. Like, the past few nights, the past few weeks or whatever, it's just been kind of like, yep, it's a stream day. I'm gonna do my thing, I'm gonna play a game, I'm gonna, you know, do my thing or whatever. But tonight felt different. Because suddenly it was about Indigo Park again. And it gave me something to get really excited about. Oh! Yeah, we got the... I just got the Kickstarter email from them. Let's see what this says. Oh, it's really just, hey, here's the trailer. Thanks, bye. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I don't know, if I started off a Patreon, I kind of feel like no one would have any reason to sub to it. I just don't really create anything that sort of warrants it for now. But yeah, you can be my Twitch sub instead. Or even just, yeah, even just chill out and be a part of my community. It's not all about the money. But, you know, Patreon usually is about, like, you know, subscribed content, so that's the only reason I bring that up. So, I think, yeah, I think when Chapter 2 comes out, that's gonna be very exciting. And, ooh, you know what? I have time to bring this up. Okay. I want to show you something. I'm going to close Bardo for this. I have something else to show. Yeah, so obviously when I go away, I'm going to be a PNG tuber for a while. As many of you have already probably heard. Yeah, so, look at this. Okay, so it's the Compute PNG again. But it's been updated. So, I can just go Pegasus and Bat Pony mode. And, it's been updated a little bit. Compute really went above and beyond. She didn't need to do all this for me, but she did. So there's like a few more like smoothened lip syncs and stuff. There's, you know, all of the different way expressions and things. There's all of the, you know, all of these things. And yeah, the toggles are a little bit more smooth now, and, you know, it's like, ooh, I can be spooked all of a sudden. Or I can just be really, really done with your shit. Or I can be really mad about it. Or extremely mad about it. Yeah, there we go. So hopefully I won't be ticked off too much, but, you know. Yeah. Give me mango, please. Yeah. So, yeah, that's been updated. This looks like it's good, yeah. Did you see my post about the Stream Deck having F13 to F24? But, you know, I didn't, actually. If you could link me that post, that would be really helpful. Thanks. Because, yeah, I would like to see that. I'll take any help I can get. I've been thinking about bringing my Stream Deck because, you know, it's only a small thing. And it would be very helpful when I go over there. I'm still debating what devices I want to take with me. I'm gonna have to be really careful, I think, as well. Make sure I have a proof of purchase for everything. But a lot of my devices I got as gifts or I got secondhand, so I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to manage that one in those cases. So, but you know, I'll do my best. I'm excited to go across the pond. I'm a little bit nervous. The reason I'm actually going to Dublin tomorrow morning is, to get my embassy appointment done. So, I'm going to have to go up and, you know, get all the documentation done. It's the hotkey option, and then, oh, right, that. Yes, right, yes, okay. I think I do understand what you're talking about now, yes. But yeah, so they're going to be, they're gonna be, you know, making sure that I have all my documentation in order. They will be taking my passport off me, and then mailing it back to me. I don't know how long that's gonna take, but hopefully not too long. But after that, there's like nothing left. That's like the last thing I have to do. So, in theory, I might be gone next week. Or something. I'm hoping it's gonna be in like 2 weeks, because the idea of being gone this, like, literally next week, that's really scary, actually. That's really scary. You're braver than I am going to the US. I'm terrified! I'm absolutely shitting myself, Sucha! It's gonna be scary, but I'm really glad that you guys are gonna be there for it, because it's gonna feel really weird that everything is gonna be changed, and it's, yeah. It's gonna be scary, but, you know, I think I'll be okay. Hope it goes smoothly and doesn't take forever like the previous step. Thankfully, okay, the good thing now is that, I pretty much have all the documentation stuff done at this stage. Like, I've had to do all of the crazy, ridiculous paperwork stuff, and it's pretty much done now. Like, there's not many things left. It's pretty much just this embassy thing. I'm hoping it goes smooth too. Yeah, I need a miracle! So then, I'll basically have 4 months, I think. You'll be grand. Gonna shite talk you when you're gone. Yeah, you'll do it with love, though. Yeah, so it'll be June, July, August, September. I'll be working all those months. So I don't know how often I'm gonna stream or anything. It might be once a week or twice or something. I don't know. Because, you know, I will also have to go and explore and, you know, see the US a little bit while I'm over there too. It's not gonna be just work and stream. Clearly. So I don't know how often it's gonna be. I have no idea what it's gonna be like time-wise either. But, yeah. You will be hearing from me while I'm over there. Okay, I just got a lovely text. We'll be getting up at 6:30, don't stay up too late. Alright, well, I guess I really shouldn't then. I won't be keeping you. But, I really do appreciate anyone who's come to see me geek about Indigo Park again. I always love coming back to this game. Let's see. Whoop. You want Mars bar? That's 70 plus tip. Yeah, that's gotta be insane. Whoop. Yeah, there we go. And hi, Nambo. If you're just coming in, sorry. And Shay, Sofox, anyone I might see tomorrow. I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see my friends again. Before I'm really gone. Let's see. Is there anyone I can send ye over to? I know that I don't usually stream on Sundays, so I might see some people that I don't normally see around the place. Yeah, there's definitely quite a few here. Let's take a look. Okay. Yeah, okay. Alright. So, I know I said it last night. But this time, for real. I'll see you on Tuesday. Actually, fun thing about Tuesday. It is No Name's birthday on Tuesday. So I am planning to do something with her. It's been a long time since I've been able to do anything with her. Now, I am going to send you over to Cloudy. Have a lovely rest of your night. Thank you for letting me geek out about Indigo Park again. It's genuinely been one of the most fun streams in a while, so... Look after Cloudy for me. They recently took a commission off of me. I think they said they were gonna add it soon. So... But yeah, thank you. Goodbye!
I'm hearing now there's two, I guess.